was already on the show.
Yeah.
He's already booked.
Grease my nigga though.
On the neighborhood.
What
up? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties back the lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. Okay. News you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome Mr. Martin, this is Ethnic Ish and more.
Huh? I had somebody make this for me.
You listen to the sounds of trouble, nigga. And you know.
He from the east side. This dude named Trouble in Fresco Cave.
Just thought I'd put that out there.
Yeah, I just shot his last video. I shoot videos and stuff too. So he did a little in studio performance video on my platform. A Lumex G85 with a Sigma 1835 lens. Look, I love that lens. Yep. Yeah, I started with a Canon 70D. Just practicing my girl camera. So I just picked up a camera one day and just started fucking with it. Look, it's been working. So. Yeah, I feel it. Okay. That's Fresco show. How you doing? Gonna have some more time for me, but don't take a ride tonight. Sorry, ooh. Fucking with you, I'm getting paper, what's on my mind? Hey, when we going in that Cadillac, on that Range Rover, all that pulling up, I be stunning. Old school by the 100 rack, I be damn in some bad. Just might hop out the Jag, switch lanes.
Down 64, blue, my snow catch me riding. Ain't got a bitch and she rolling up. Just stay quiet, stay pulling up. Got that drink, it's up in my cup. See me swerving and sipping, don't get it twisted. It's with me, ho. Got that fine, I'm busting, ho. And I ain't missing no witness. Say, Jim, respect this big pimpin', ho. When you see me, I be clean as fuck. Don't be tripping, don't be worried about what's in my blood. Casamigos, don't be worried about what's in my blood. Run, black and stick, you wanna settle, come and pay the ticket. It's for the low truck.
Oh no, I don't smoke cigars, so yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate it though.
I already knew. I was like,
oh yeah. We got one more song after this one, and we come in. Share that shit, y'all. I be clean as fuck. Don't be tripping, don't be worried about what's in my cup. Casamigos, don't be worried about what's in my blood. Run, black and sticky.
Come and pay the ticket. It's for the low truck.
That's why I bring your cigar. Your ass always got cigar. That's your thing.
that's my thing, bro. Hey, it's become a very bad habit.
An expensive habit too.
That part.
Next track.
Like, you talk about $15 to $20 a stick.
Shit, that shit like weed.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Hey,
why I
man,
was like,
you go to dispensary, $15, $20 joint.
Hey,
That exclusive.
hey, you don't know how often this one. I listen to this at least once a day.
Man,
Wait, look, I done took the track from Breeze and then put it in my Apple Music.
I told Breeze, I'm a skater. So I had a viral video where he did his Melanin Moonlight video. I just randomly skated to it for him. Shit, 20, 30,000 views. I told him I'm gonna do one for this one. You got to.
Hey, this a lot, man.
He told me he'd be down for it. But this give me a vibe, Sleepy Brown, like Anthony Hamilton, like it's that type of vibe. Okay. Cause he knew this one of them songs. He's like, this one of them songs I'll be on. Like, I can hear that type of vocal. Like, there's only so many type of people can sing on these type of beats. That's motherfucking skilled at that shit, bro. I tried to do beats. It took me about 10 minutes. I'm like, well, this ain't for me. Just sitting there, editing I could do. Sitting there for long periods of time. The beat part, man, after a while, I was like, bro, I can't do this no more. I know this ain't for me. I'm like, you gotta learn, you gotta pick and choose your battles. This one ain't it. I'll just be making shit to be trying to make shit. But I respect the motherfucker that can see. But it's once you get the grasp of it, you can knock out hellas of these because you got your sound, your pattern. Yeah. I can believe it.
That's how the story goes. Every time we sit around, you want us to fight and understand your rights, but you never should have gave them your master.
This sound like some shit he know he would have been on. I can hear Sleepy Brown on this shit. I love Sleepy Brown, man. Just that whole movement, Dungeon Family, all that shit. I love that shit. Goody CeeLo, Goody, everybody. All them niggas was mine. That was my vibe. Gonna come in at 10. It's a cold, cold world. Hey, turn up, turn up, turn up. We back on another episode of Ethnic Issue More, episode number 21. It actually got two titles. I came up with one. AD came up with one. Y'all don't even know him as AD. That's the Past Master, actually. I call it It's a Cold World. He said it's Joe of all trades.
Hey, I was sitting there, I was grooving. I was like,
look, if I didn't already put it on the thing, I looked, I was like, damn, I ain't think of that shit. That's one of them like right in your face type of thing, especially when I typed out the description and shit. I'm right, because I was like, I like to put what people do and all that. I went to the Instagram bio. I'm like, let me get the to the T. You got to have the award-winning photographer, videographer, graphic designer, artist, because that was him on the track as well.
yeah.
He can not only take your picture, he can shoot your video and write you a melody all before he leaves the place.
Could you imagine? You'd be like, hey, I need this for my wedding. You'd be like, well, I'll serenade y'all as I take the picture.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the timer, right? It's gonna take y'all pictures at the same time. I'm gonna sing this melody. While y'all doing that, I got another nigga back holding the camera, but I'm directing it from up here.
I've done that before.
I can believe. I know it. I know it's possible.
I had to sing at a person's wedding because the wedding singer didn't make it because he was in a car accident. And I'm the doggone wedding photographer.
And look, and as somebody that got my first official wedding on my own, but I've done one before.
Right.
You got to be 100% attentive to the event. Like, it feel like you can't breathe and or blink because anything can happen at a moment's notice. And it's like, I have to capture that.
Yeah, like when I got married, my wife and I still to this day, Shout out to AG Photography, man.
Shout out to
Hey, that's my dog.
Hey,
I've been getting tapped in real lately with him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tracy Stanton, who put us together.
Yeah.
T Spirit, the poet, and she books. I'm her videographer for pretty much everything that she try to do.
Yeah.
He's a photographer, so
Yeah.
me and him get to now. He finna teach me some photography stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach him what I do on videography, man.
So,
Go
man,
dude.
Shout out to Brandon, man. Actually, Brandon is married to one of my wife's sorority sisters, and they are like, shout out to Jackson State University. They both alums from there.
you.
And AG, shot my wedding.
Okay.
And I mean, literally, he had I think I want to say LaToya Luckett's wedding that he did.
Yes.
And he had a big wedding that he had to do, so he sent one of his employees to do our wedding. And I mean, the only thing we regret now is not having the videographer. Because it's so much.
Everybody does.
When you look at that picture, you get the pictures like, that's great. But there were some things.
Ain't nothing like watching that recap video back.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's just like, damn, bro, all that. And it's me as somebody. I got interested in weddings because I like doing recap videos. Like once you get into videography, it's like finding your niche. I was just shooting shit to be shooting, but you like, I don't know if I like doing this type of stuff, but I liked going to events, concerts, and all that, capturing the essence of everything, getting back to the crib. And I'm like, bro, you taking it from the sequence, especially when you get to tell it from the beginning to the end. And it's just like you could get so much from a recap video to make you feel like you were there. And I'm like, damn, bro, I ain't have to spend $200 to go to this concert. This nigga video was good enough to make me feel like I was in the building.
And so, man, real good photographers, man. And St. Louis got some up and coming. Like,
shit, St. Louis got some of the best photographers I done seen, bro. Like, and of course, I ain't been photographers like.
I can't think of the young brother, man. I can't. He's actually still a student at Harris Stowe, but he's shooting all like the probate videos. Yeah. And like he did the IOTA's probate video back in 2019 for me. And man, I mean,
I know he killed.
Like it's still popping.
I remember that. I remember you telling me about that video.
That mug's still popping on YouTube.
That's called a quality photographer.
When you type in IOTA Phi Theta on YouTube, it's literally like the first video that pops up.
Because he killed it.
It
got monetized.
Yeah, like that
ain't nothing like in a good video, bro. It's like no matter. I like to go back and watch some of my old work just to see my progression, and it's like it make you feel like I was like, damn, bro, I remember that night. Shit was live like this, like the best concert. Like I randomly did. Shout out to my homeboy Nando SCL. He just officially moved to Atlanta. So I been knew that was coming because he started doing like this little. He was gonna do this little. Like a talk show thing, and I filmed the first one for him, me, him, and Rab. He's like, bro, you'll help me. I'm like, you my nigga, bro. Like, I'll pull up and help you. It's a good opportunity.
I bet that shit was funny.
Bro, listen, first of all, them niggas is funny, but being in the setting and they element, it was so hard sitting by. I'm glad I had the lavalier mics hooked up to him because it was so hard to sit behind that camera and not laugh and be the voice on the camera because they just doing shit, bro. And I'm sitting there like, I got to keep backing away from the camera. I'm like, bro, y'all got to chill out. You want me to be professional in here, but you doing shit. Y'all interviewing each other. And the crazy part is he did the whole first episode as the character he created, Uncle Waters, interviewing Nando SCL. And it was just dope how we did it. Like we had Retro Champ stand in answering all the questions to make it seem like it's a real combo. Then we flip it on the other way and do it. They pieced it. I ain't have to edit it. Shout out to that. Ain't nothing better than having to shoot something. They was like, bro, you don't gotta. You give me the footage. I'm like, nigga, I get it to you tonight. Right. I was like, you don't need me to. You don't need me to do no edits. I'm like, nah, bro. We just needed you to shoot. We just need an extra person that knew what he was doing. Say less, bro. It's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Like giving an SD card to somebody, be like,
just
okay,
especially when you get paid for it like that. Man. It's like you paying me just to shoot this, right? Yeah, okay, brother, you can have this. I bought this one just to give you, so we ain't got to worry about getting it back. I incorporated in the price.
It's all yours, Daddy.
Facts on my mama, man. But as we like to always say, I'd like to welcome y'all ashy asses back to another wonderful episode. I'm your boy NicoThaGreat Past Master. And once again, we in this thing doing what we love to do. And it's called Postal Podcasting. And y'all ask what Postal Podcasting means. It means rain, sleet, or snow. We gonna make sure that we are here every Tuesday. It's really 8:30 to 10, but it's 8:30 to infinity and beyond because we got the keys to the building. So they don't really care about us. I can't say that for every other show in this vicinity. Don't tell nobody. Shout out to Shy K.
Hey,
Seeing her pop up on there for me.
hey, man. You know, we talked about this earlier. But shout out to Chennis Berry, man. He is the new head football coach at South Carolina State University. Clearly, he must be a listener or a viewer of the show.
Because he definitely gave a postal podcast speech today.
Hey, in his introduction speech. Now, mind you, y'all know I'm an HBCU football fan. But shout out to Chennis Berry, two-time champion at Benedict College, now moving on to South Carolina State.
That's what's up.
He literally said today in his welcome speech at South Carolina State, he said, I got a mailman mentality. That means rain, sleet, or snow. I'm like,
I was
as soon as I saw that,
you need to send him a message. It's like, hey, bro, we need to get you come on here and talk.
Hey, I need you to come on and talk.
Because I need to know if you got you ain't gotta say you got it from us.
Right.
But I believe in that time. If you somebody, I feel like everybody should have a postman
we follow each other
mentality.
on Twitter, so
Rain,
I'm sure that
hey,
you know.
and this show airs on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter all at the same time.
Yep.
So it's very possible. It is very possible he didn't see it. But I like using that slogan because the mailman is the one motherfucker you gonna always see. It's rare you hear the mail not getting delivered. Like I done seen them. If your car can drive a little bit, park that motherfucker. You need to truck it through the snow. Rain, sleet, or snow, they gonna get you what you looking for.
Yeah, remember when COVID happened? Everybody else was at home. Them motherfuckers was walking.
Yes, they were.
I wasn't at home. Yeah, I was here. And honestly, but that's what made me create the slogan in my mind.
Yeah, right.
Because through the pandemic, my first episode, bro, like maybe a month later, I started in this building February 5th, 2019.
Yeah, a month later.
No, 2020, February 5th, 2020. March 4th was my first episode, and shit was shut down.
Yep.
Everything, like, I was just in here, but I was still booking motherfuckers. They was like, well, we can't come. I'm like, that don't matter, bro.
Right.
We got a phone.
Yeah.
We gonna make it happen. That was before I figured out the whole virtual. I was going just live on the phone. It's just like you got to know how to adapt. You got to know how to switch it up. You got to know in any storm or weather, that shit. Do that shit.
COVID taught us we could do this on our own.
You can do it.
COVID taught us. COVID basically said, "Hey, y'all, hold on. You got a laptop? You got a phone? You straight? Oh, okay, cool. Get to work.
Get to work.
Yeah, hey, I tell people all the time, COVID changed education.
All day long.
Like when you got to the point where you could be like, hey, go to school at the crib.
Yeah.
You know, it hurt a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't realize we were preparing a lot of kids for graduate school.
Yeah.
Because hell, grad school, some grad schools have been doing that for years.
All day.
You know what's crazy though? I felt like the most who could have got, like, luckily my son is a self-starter.
Yeah.
So all I had to do was wake up at 6:30, look in his room. 7:30, make sure he was up. I don't got to get him up. To this day, I don't wake him up for school.
Right.
He set his alarm. He been doing that shit since like 4th grade. Set an alarm. He get up. I'm like, hey, bro, you need to learn how to get yourself dressed because I don't play that shit. I want to get my sleep. I want my sleep. Yeah. So it's like now that being with my girlfriend who has two kids who are younger than him, he like big bro. So now I'm like, hey, it's your responsibility when you hear. Everybody needs to be in order when I get up. So he get up at 5:15. He get up, Brian. He'll get himself together. He get both of them up, making sure they up. And then I'm like, bro, you can go back to sleep. Just get your shit on. Make sure everything's in your bag that you need. And we'll be out the house by 6:30 at the latest. And it's teaching them that because I want them to realize, I'm like, bro, when you get older, I don't want you to be going to college and fearing of that 8 o'clock class because you don't think you're going to get it. Sometimes that 8 o'clock class is the only time you could get that. Yeah. If you could get all your classes done by 10:30 and still be efficient, wake up in the morning and still get your life, that's great. Some people, I realized in the beginning, the 8 o'clock class wasn't for me because I ain't like self-starting myself that early.
Freshman year.
Me too.
Me too.
I was like, it's not for me.
That 8 o'clock class, I remember going to my professor like, hey, I know I have not been here. But if you fail me, I'm going to lose my scholarship. And he was like, so what you want to do to get this grade? I'm like, what paper can I type?
What do you need me to do?
But I ain't going to tell you. I guess I don't want to tell you because I've been out of undergrad for 20 some years. You know, nigga, my 8 o'clock class was bowling.
Oh, I had a walking class at like 9 in the morning.
Hey, you know what my professor told me? He said, I need you to bowl a whole 10 frames by yourself. Keep the score on paper, and the score better be right.
Oh, bro.
Hey,
and I'd have been right there.
I was like,
hey, look what I
Say
got.
less,
Hey,
nigga.
you don't realize how much you need that break when you bowling with other folks.
Yeah.
Because by frame 4, I was tired.
You in there like, shit.
And that boy
It's my turn again.
Hold
I was
on.
like, can I get a lighter ball? He's like, get whatever you want. And you got to get your mind. I'm like, all right, I hit 6.
Right.
Oh shit, I got to spare. That changes the math.
Oh,
Look, see, I'd have been in there like, hey, by frame 3, I'm like, coach, I think I done fucked up somewhere.
The shoulder.
Yeah, this ain't.
This finger.
We got. Can I write a paper? Can I do? Is there any professional black bowlers that I can write an essay on today?
Man, wait, look, I did it right. My score was 1 point off. He was like, okay, Grimes, I'll give you an A.
Hey.
I think I went to that class 4 times the whole semester.
No, I had one of them too. Man.
It's okay.
I had an English class like that in my first school. I went to Robert Morris before I transferred to Lincoln, and that was just the only black teacher I had there. I hate English, bro. I hate the whole concept of me coming to college right after high school, you making me do the same type of gen ed classes I was just taking and charging me thousands of fucking dollars for it. So I would get up every day. I would go in her class for a little bit, just get up and dip. And I ain't real, of course I'm being hella disrespectful, but I ain't making no noise. I ain't causing no issue. I just don't feel like being in this motherfucker. She pulled me aside one day. She like, look, you get up too many times for me. I bet you this. I bet you $10, 2 weeks. You can't not leave this class. Stay here the whole day. As a broke college kid, I'm like, $10 shit. That's weed. We finna kick it.
I had one of them educational sisters that said, all right, this week gonna be your senior year. You're gonna go do all your gen eds at Flow Valley. After I did all that, I'm off at college. They was just like, you don't need to do this. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I walked in like, no college algebra, no English comp. They was
Straight to your major.
Yeah, and they was just like, what is you doing? I said, well, some of us want to graduate. I actually do.
Hey,
I need this piece of paper.
I still to this day, like the opportunity that my daughter had to go to a public school.
Yeah.
To go to a school that allowed her to be dual enrollment from the time she was a junior. So her entire junior year and senior year. So like earlier this year, her college graduation was on a Sunday.
Right.
Her high school graduation was Monday night. So she graduated.
You got
with her
college associates before a diploma
and her high school diploma, all in the same weekend. You know what I'm saying?
What
Obviously, best weekend ever. And for her to go to school and be like, "Hey, I'm 19, and I'm in my major."
I don't see the problem.
I can get about this, bro.
I'm
21, 22 for real.
Think about it. All of us was trying to get out of college. We didn't want to stay there that long, dude.
And look,
they told us, oh, you might stay here 5 or 6 years. No.
Looking back though, if I can go back and do a couple more of them things,
If
I can go back and do a couple more of them things, I would. I would have better prepared myself for when I left. I kicked it, but I did it took me a minute. It took me to finally myself for me to have Sean and a little bit before him to be like, hey, you pay for this. Get your shit together, bro, and do what you got. After that, I was on the dean's list for the next 4 semesters. I was like, bro, get your shit in order. You tripping. You finna be somebody daddy, like all of this.
The craziest thing, I looked at my transcript actually earlier today, and I was like, oh my God, in college, my undergrad years, I was fucking up. You could tell I was like, I don't care.
I was outside.
It wasn't until grad school I was like, now, you look at my undergrad GPA, and they be like, oh, okay. Then you get to grad school GPA, 2 masters, 4.0s all the way through. And I'm like,
at that point though,
I was trying to make money. I
knew at grown man level.
It's like, bro, once you get in the master's program,
I ain't worried about this skirt sitting next to me.
No, I don't even need to be on the campus, bro. I just want to get this shit.
Bro.
I'll show up for the graduation and go about my bed. I don't need to know nobody besides the people in my class. Like, bro, I'm here because at this point, especially being in education, these additional degrees is providing me more money. So it's not me just trying to get a degree to say I got one in the beginning. It's like, oh no, bro, this is a potential 10 to 20K pay increase on my life.
They don't realize when you got multiple degrees, when I do a job interview, they say, here's our pay scale. And that mug is broken down. Bachelor's plus 15, bachelor's plus 30, master's plus 15, master's plus 30.
Bro.
Shit. I'm on master's plus 30 right now. There's only one more scale for me to get on, and that's doctorate. And I, you know, my dad has always said, I want to call you doctor before I leave here. And I just like, Dad, you're just gonna have to let that one go.
I'm like, you can call me that. It don't mean it's legit, but you can say it all you want.
Dr. Drain over here, doctor. You can call me doctor all you want. Because
I'm 2 degrees in.
I'm 2 degrees in, and fam, I'm not writing out one more paper.
Look, my girl set up.
AI do it for me.
My girlfriend, look, I can speak. Don't tell nobody. Because I just had a whole talk with a bro about that. And all I want to say is, if you in college and you ain't discovered chat GPT,
oh yeah,
it's worth the $20, $30 a month.
So worth it.
I watched a video on TikTok with a dude doing an interview. He got a chat GPT program where it listens and spews out what you need. So while he's got it listening to the interviewer, taking in everything he's saying, it's real time telling him what he needs to reply back to. So he's just doing the interview like this and just reading it off of that shit right. And I'm like, this is fucking genius. If I was cheating through Google, you know what I would have did with this shit?
Hey, man, I tell my students all the time.
I would have fucked the game up with that shit. I would have been a 4.5.0 student.
The worst thing though, chat GPT, because what high school students are doing now, they just copy the question, put it in chat GPT. Well, here's the thing. We all know AI now, because AI will
they doing the same thing.
AI is sitting there, turn around and say, you say, oh, well, something specific.
Yeah. So
I might say, Martin Luther King, his concept of nonviolence came from where? Well, it's going to give me Martin Luther King's birth history, because chat GPT going to give you everything about Martin Luther King in it. So when my student turned the paper, I'm like, hey, I didn't ask when Martin Luther King was born. Right. I asked you about this. Yeah. My bad. At least if you're gonna use Chat GPT, read it.
See, you know, and do you know why they fucking up though? They got the free version.
Yep.
So I just got hip to the other one yesterday. There's a paid version. I'm not gonna say whose name. We'll talk about that offline. But he states he paid X amount, like 20, 30 a month. He was like, say you could put in, I want to type a paper about X, Y, and Z. It's going to allow you to upload the syllabus for the paper. You can also upload past papers of yourself. So it can use your type of dialect of writing.
You can get a 3rd degree.
It says, but look, and I mean, but the crazy part is though, he was like, bro, hey, 80% of these doctoral papers.
Yeah. But see, that's why I'm not against AI. Everybody else is against it.
It's just all how you use it.
It's a search engine. That's all it is. All it is pouring into
Google Scholar.
That's all it is.
Look,
that's all it is.
So I can't go up against something that's helping.
You know, what I love about
especially
AI,
they taking away from what I do.
But okay, but see, here it is with graphic design, even photography. Like people are like, oh man, this gonna mess up the game. No, it's not, because I actually just made the game 10 times easier.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting at my desk like, okay, all right, I'm done for the day.
This system learn your style of editing. Like, hey, I need you to edit this picture how I edit it.
Yeah.
Boom. Then you could tweak from there, and it's like, shit, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like I've done. Why not? I thought the whole goal in life was to work smarter, not harder.
Thanks.
This was created to damn near do exactly that.
I literally watched my homegirl. My homegirl was the sports information director at Harris. Right. She moved on. She's at Linwood. And I looked up and realized that majority of these college, I mean, your Alabamas, your Clemsons, all of them, AI is writing their sports information reports.
Yes.
So literally, these SIDs are literally saying, hey, we need a report about the game Saturday.
You are dropping information into a box.
That's
all you do.
And then they say, submit, copy and paste. We're done.
None whatsoever. The thing is just be smart, read over it so it look like it makes sense. Especially for the kids who barely turn in their work. You cannot go from look, thank you. Don't go from me knowing you struggling to write a paragraph to now you done gave me a 10-page paper perfectly formatted with no grammatical error whatsoever. It's like, big dog, come on now. And look, shit, we was doing that shit before without that. I used to go, once I discovered I could copy a whole question, paste it into the search bar of Google, and find the entire Quizlet in which they derive these questions from. I was doing that shit back in 2007.
Bro, give me my pretty piece of paper that y'all gonna give me at the end of the year, bro.
Hey,
give me my pretty piece of paper.
Because guess what?
That's all we doing it for.
That's what I try to explain to people. A pretty piece of paper and just says, "Hey, we require a bachelor's degree." They don't care where it's from. I remember somebody told me they was like, "Oh well, you telling these kids to go to HBCUs, man, it matters." I said, "I know folks right now with degrees from Lincoln and Harrisville who make more than people who went to Missouri. Like, don't give me that shit. I don't care if you went to Harvard.
Right?
It's a bachelor's degree.
The paper
it's about putting in the work. That's all.
The paper proves that you're able to sit through a required amount of courses and classes and get through them.
That's it.
And then after that, I'll be telling people, bro, apply for what you want to. You got a degree, so did they have a degree. Nigga, they gotta train everybody on this job.
Exactly.
He coming in this motherfucker at the same time as you.
What my mama say when I got my driver's license, she said, "Baby, drive how they want you to drive. After you get your license,
do you?"
Yep.
Hey, look, she was like 10 and 2. Listen to that man.
We ride like this.
Hella funny. My mama ex-boyfriend gave me my driver's test. Hella funny story. I walked in, she like,
there you go.
My daddy used to talk about, he's like, yeah, your mom was that gay ass nigga when I first met her. I walked in there, I was like, that's the dude. She was like, she's in the back like, my dad's like, boy, I see that nigga. He was like, so you like him a little you like him a little different.
Hey, was he light skinned out?
No, he not. Bro, dark skinned brother with the box. I walked in there, I was like, this funny name, it just made me like his name, Stanley. So I walked in there, I was like, Stanley. Oh, Stanley.
Oh my God. You treat that man like he was a clump.
Bro, I really did. He was built like one too. That's what made it funnier. That's what made it funnier. But hey, once he seen I was my mama, he's like, I'll do the test. He's like, hey, aren't you? When I seen that test, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a cakewalk, bro. He ain't care about shit I was doing. He was just like, as long as you don't hit nothing, bro, I'm gonna pass you. You good? I don't need you nervous. I know your mom's, man. I was like, nigga, I know you know her. Like, I know more about you than you know about me. So I'm just like, it is what it is.
In my mama's Lincoln Town card, the lady asked me more questions about the Lincoln Town card, and she talking about the test. We just driving at this point, and I'm sitting there like, okay, man, the leather seats are warmer, and if you press this button,
hey, I'm gonna tell you, I was nervous when I took my driver's test so long.
Did you hear something?
No, you know why I was nervous? Not because I was driving, my daddy's car.
Right.
I was nervous because the thickest goddamn sheriff got in that car, and she was like, "Come on, young man," and I'm like,
"Oh, you do with the police?"
Yeah, because here you do it with here in St. Louis, it be sheriffs.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, we do ours with the regular DMV motherfucker.
Oh no, it be sheriffs.
Well, he be the one person who ain't the one person who didn't pull a number.
What was that? Was that Kings Highway?
Yeah.
I did my shit at the Sears building, and it was a sheriff that she got in the car, and I swear if that lady farted, them pants was gonna come through. Like them pants was like that's how tight these motherfucking pants were.
Well, Miss Police lady,
she got in the car.
Hey, I had pretty Mexican, so
she said that motherfucker. You know what? Ass was so thick that when she got out the car, the motherfucking seat was still just like. You
hear the impression. That motherfucker, the seat started breathing as soon as she got out.
Man, I'm sitting there driving, and you know. I'm a teenager, so I'm sitting there like this. Damn, I'm like,
so what made you want to be an officer? Like, you start asking questions like, so I mean, how old is you?
Right.
Like, you know, I got 2 more years of this shot in. I'm clear.
She had, and you talk about late 90s. You talk about the late 90s. She done had that mug in the ponytail with the long. I was sitting there like this.
Right.
If Mrs. Officer,
I was just going to say,
Officer was out there, I definitely was gonna have to hit play on that mug because you know the first thing they come in, they be like, turn the radio down. I was just like, hey, we get back now. My dad the one took. My dad seen him.
Yeah.
So my dad sitting there. We get back. He said, "How'd you do?" I said, "I passed." He said, "Yeah, all right." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Now, how you really feel?" I say, "Man,
ass better than a swamp possum with the mumps." God damn it,
man.
That's that shit, man. But man, I gotta we gotta clap it up for our guest last week, man. Shout out to Adam Murphy of Midwest Mixtapes, man. Good dude, man. Me and Adam always, like I said, me and Adam been tight since pretty much.
I want to know what type of phone battery he got. Because my man sat in the car for like between his phone battery and his car battery. Because my man sat in the car for like 2.5 hours.
Nah, bro. Like, bro, it took like 2 hours for the light went out in there. I'm like, so clearly the car not on, bro. I'm like, damn, you got some You got some illustrious. I'm like, bro, I ain't see the phone on the charger, nothing. There wasn't no air. I'm like, okay, bro. But no, man, I always have that's Adam maybe second, third time being on here, bro. This is always good knowledge talking to him. He a good dude, man.
He be dropping gems.
Bro, he do. And people just don't pay attention to it. Like, it's crazy. You got to be tapped in. Like, if you really into your music, especially the local scene, there's no reason why you not tapped in with Midwest mixtapes. Like, and me and him got cool because once I found out he did it, I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I don't know how many people have told you this shit, but I'm like, dog, I grew up to this shit. Like, I was in high school searching Dat Piff live mixtapes and Midwest mixtapes because that was in my regional area.
You should have been around for the High Point Cafe days.
See?
Always up there.
See, but I'm not from out here. So okay. Yeah, I'm not from out here.
If you was here for High Point Cafe, you would understand. You saw, okay, if you ever seen 8 Mile, that was on 8 Mile. And it was and when they were there, everybody passed the CDs. Hey, put me on. And I promise you, every time he did it. He stuck to his word every time.
No, he been true. Every time I fucked with him, he's been true. I've had a plethora of guests, bro. He just be like, hey, man, shoot him like, hey, bro, I do this show. I fucks with him. I done had a magazine editor. Shout out to BN Original. Yeah. That's his name. He got a magazine. I can't think of the exact name now, but it's out of New York. I know it's a poppin' magazine because every cover got somebody.
I think we did that episode.
Yeah. BN Original. I done had a dude named Dave the King here, producer out in Chicago. Do a lot of stuff with some local artists and other people, bro. Like, so I'm from the Chicago area. I'm from Aurora, Illinois, born and raised. I love it. Went to Lincoln. That's how I got out this way. My son lived on the east side.
Hell you. I'm gonna have to give Adam, man. Adam literally, that was my first time really meeting bro and talking to bro and chopping it up with him. Next morning, I'm at the gig, and I'm getting tagged on Facebook, and my man is like linking us with people. Like, soon as the tag went down, Nico texts me like, hey, you might want to check Facebook, bro.
Yeah, like, brother.
And like, St. Louis, unfortunately, sometimes they don't network like this.
Are we getting to that supportive conversation with everybody?
Let's get into it.
I say we got to get.
Let's get into it.
I say, as a matter of fact, let's do our normals. That'd be the first rank.
That'll be the first one. We're gonna get into that. But shout out to Adam though, because he did. And I knew when I saw it, I smiled because I'm like, this finna make AD smile from ear to ear. As soon as I text him like, hey, go check Facebook right quick.
I was in the middle of class. I was lecturing. Yeah. I was lecturing in the middle of class. And I was like, text me like check something.
Bing, you just
so I'm looking, I'm like, I saw it on my watch. I was like, I'll go check it. Right. I was like, hold on, y'all. I'm thinking some shit didn't went down. I see that. Kids was like, what happened? I said, oh.
Apparently, I'm popping right now, people.
When I say I was on cloud 9 the rest of the day,
you should be.
I mean, he set up an alley-oop that I knew could benefit him past this. Yeah. It'd be a good look for the show. And I only know about this person because of him. And it wasn't even Adam, one of them people, like, some people genuinely connect you with folks because of that. They fucks with you as a person. They ain't looking for shit out of you. All it was he tagged my name, he tagged this brother's name, and just put my work here is done. That's what's up. And left the conversation.
But see, you got people who will have alley-oops like that, especially out of St. Louis. The whole thing is, can we put that bad boy through the hole?
Well, we finna get into that. No, hold on. We gotta get into that. We gotta get into that. Before we go further, Black History, man.
God damn it, I didn't prepare one.
Well, the only Black History I got is February coming up soon. So we know that just Black History is a 365 thing. It is not a 28-day or 29-day special.
I'm trying to think. Let me come up with one off the top of my head real quick. I got one.
Uh-oh, here you go.
So, man, music is my love, man, and I know Joe JLR. I know he's a musician, and my boy Nico loves music as well.
I love it.
All genres of music, and it's a TikTok video that's going viral right now, where it's a white lady going surprise, surprise. It's a TikTok video. My wife's been saying it all week.
See, now I got to see it.
So come to find out, she's a white lady. I want to say her name is Scylla something else. I can't think of her last name. But Scylla got famous because she literally, the thing on TikTok right now is not necessarily exposing, but letting everybody know certain artists that we love literally made their entire career on covers.
All that,
right?
Yeah.
So Scylla made her entire career off covering Dionne Warwick songs. So like she literally covered the song, and so the video I saw was them talking about Anyone Who Had a Heart, which I was always like, that's a Luther Vandross song. No, it was Dion's song first.
Yeah.
Well, Scylla literally said, "Oh, well, we just felt like it should be more commercial," so she re-recorded it, and it went to #1 as her song, right?
That should be so crazy.
And Dionne Warwick literally got on there and was like, "The reason I don't like her is because she said she wanted to put her touch on it. She's like, she copied it word for word, melody for melody. She's like, I could have coughed in the middle of the song, and Scylla would have coughed in the song." And it made me, when I was telling my students that, it made me think about how many Black artists had their songs stolen by record companies that they worked for, and was like, "Oh, we'll put out your song, and then we'll have a white group or a white person go and put out the same song." And
it's one I can't think of.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens so many times, from the Beach Boys and Chuck Berry to
so that shit still happens to this day.
Still to this day.
We put shit out on YouTube, and people be thinking, "Oh, because I only got maybe 150 to 100 views on the song, everybody don't." I'm like, bro, you'd be surprised who come across your shit. They're not going to say, "Oh, this is such and such listening to your song." No, they know that you ain't. They gonna do the research behind it. They gonna realize your shit ain't registered, none of that.
Nope.
Come on, let me get that about you.
See, that's why I haven't put out certain music, because
Motherfuckers shiesty.
a certain artist did it to me. Shall remain nameless. He actually used my promo and used it as his promo, and that's the reason why his song got big. Can't make this up at all. And I'm just sitting there like, and everybody started tagging and they say, it's like, "Hey man, didn't Black Love just do that?" And then, people, and then he kept swiping them down. We was just like, all right, okay. It was and next thing you know, we just took it flattery, but then I'm like, dude, where's my coin?
Yeah. And that be the part. My thing is
that your track is now, that one single is now 1.5 strong.
My thing is, why
promotion?
Maybe just because I'm a person of everybody. I love to say everybody eats me.
Man.
Like, because when they made my money, they didn't stop making money for you. They didn't stop making money for you, nigga. They print new money damn near every day. So why do we feel the need not to properly compensate folks, especially creatives? Because nobody get their shit taken more than certain creatives, whether it's music, whether it's...
That's why it's hard to put on SoundCloud. People don't put on SoundCloud like they used to, because
some motherfuckers just jack your shit.
Got somebody that got damn near 5 million strong that's snatching your ideas right off there, and then you really can't say nothing, because why? You didn't distro kid it, you didn't put nothing to no management, you didn't do anything.
You don't got no paperwork to this song. You ain't pay for the beat, especially don't let you have used. And when they really get you is when y'all use, like, you found this random YouTube beat, use it as your song. I'm like, nigga, you don't think he gonna go take this beat and pay for it now? I'm like, bro, they're going to pay for it. Yeah. And I learned that. Shout out to my nigga Lou Tribe Jig, because that's one thing he told me. Like, I go kicked it with him one time. We were shooting a video and we just chopping, blowing, and talking. And I'm like, bro, where you get your, like, the beat you be using? He's like, bro, YouTube. He's like, it's one producer that I just came across his shit and went through all of it. And then me and him just built a connection. And it's like, so now, like, bro, he just send me stuff. And when I believe this is a song I want to push for real, then I double back and go pay for the full leasing rights. He said in the beginning, he's like, if you know you ain't gonna do nothing with the song, there's no point to putting all your money into that. But when you realize, like, oh, I'm gonna put this on an album, I'm gonna put this on a project, he's like, then I go back around, spin that block. And so when it's coming up, he's like, now you can see it on, you get it, once you get it registered, wherever you put your shit on DistroKid, it's gonna put it everywhere. I'm like, they really made this, hell, the theme song we played before this motherfucker, I get paid from that shit. I get paid from it, and I got the beat for free. I got the credit, and I asked them, and I don't know if they all accepted it, but I made sure everybody email address who was a participant on that song was listed on that when I submitted my DistroKid for it, because I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck if it's 40 cents. I'll take 10, you get 10. I'm like, bro, without y'all, I wouldn't have this song.
Right. I got my first distro check. When we got our first distro check, I was proud of that little $1,000. I was like, look, we made this, and then we was able to spread it across each other, and it was amazing. You just sitting there like, bro, we did this.
You know, when people create music, don't never see nothing from it.
Man,
I'm like, bro, 1,000 don't sound like a lot. 1,000 is a lot when you didn't anticipate it.
Yeah.
1,000 is a motherfucking blessing when you did not. It's just like, damn, it's a stat.
Some of y'all waiting for W2s, right?
And some of y'all, and the crazy part is, I'll be like, and not that I laugh because I'm always about getting your money. But I'm like, bro, that be y'all money already. Yeah. They just letting you believe that this is some additional. Now, some of it may be additional that you don't finesse your way out because Kiki know how to skew some numbers on a tax form, and now you went from $800 to $30,000 overnight. They gonna come get your ass, but you get to live it up for a little bit.
She ain't taught you nothing.
Listen,
the IRS is coming.
If you don't see a new nigga on Real STL News or VOTP News getting locked up for a PPP fraud, I don't, which I never understood. I'm like, bro, because I did a PPP loan, but I had a legit LLC business, all of that. I would have never skewed that shit to give me $500,000. Now, if I could have, I don't, because I know I'm gonna do some dumb shit.
What that's gonna come with.
They literally went and got all this money and then went and did stupid shit like, let me go buy a G-Wagon.
I'm like, nigga, you just, bro, you live on Lucas and Hunt. You at the first turn entrance.
But you got a G-Wagon though.
We can't even find the DoorDash nigga got to call you to figure out which building you really in.
Come on, bro.
Bro, like, you know, hey,
but now you got a motherfucking Maserati.
Right. Like, it didn't make sense.
Make it, but that's black people niggas in the moments. Because and I was like, when I got that bread, I was like, shit, this random. Like, this was stacks. I'm like, man, let me do this right. Paid it out to myself as an employee.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, put that shit in your business account. I'm like, you, even if you got 500 bands. Now, the only reason you getting caught because you doing all these dumbass LLC names, you can't prove all. And I don't blame niggas for doing it because the government finesses us. Yeah. So how am I gonna get mad at somebody for doing the same thing? My slogan, I'm gonna put it on a shirt and sell it. I'm gonna get my reparations by choice or by force. Right. You're either going to give it to me or I'm gonna take that shit.
Speaking of reparations, you know they just had a meeting about that in St. Louis.
Did they?
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Literally 2 weeks ago.
Put me on game.
Reparations because they did it in Cali.
Cali, LA. Listen, I can't wait to hear if them niggas really got that. I know they approved it.
It's been approved.
It's been approved, but now you get the approval. When I start seeing, I want it. Listen,
here's my thing.
Niggas getting your mind. You know, niggas getting reparations. You know what it's gonna be like? The episode of Chappelle Show. God. You should have never gave these niggas money.
Right. Hide your money, y'all. The broke people here.
It's broke. It smell broke in here with your broke ass. Yeah, that nigga. What's it? Tron. When Chappelle played Tron, he came out there. Come here, white lady.
Right.
Had us sitting and let that nigga put rip. I'm rich, bitch.
He said, I just bought this baby. But anyway,
I just bought this baby cold cash. But anyway, I need that, bro.
Hey, you know what? I don't know, man. I really hope that if they're gonna do reparations, they do it right, and that means a really financial monetary gain.
I want the land
versus.
Me
personally, I would take the land.
Give me the land
because I can build on my land.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Get it. You know, don't
sell it for probably more than what they was gonna give you.
Right. Don't reparation me into some like social service program that you're not gonna really grow. You know, really
fuck that shit. We had one. Y'all took the Black Panthers out.
Exactly.
I don't want that shit.
Give me my coins and allow me. You know, I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I would be satisfied.
Here we go
with reparations if they said every person of color, every black person got a chance to get a free college degree.
I'm with that.
And the reason I take it is because
clear my debt.
What times
I would take that and smile.
If I can't say nothing about that my debt got clear.
Ooh, look at God.
Wait, look.
Look, I'm gonna start shouting. I'm shut up.
I'm still getting them emails from Ohila, and I be like, if you ain't asking me or telling me that it's gone, don't
listen, sir. When are you gonna pay us? The Lord has paid the ultimate cost.
What's crazy is my shit. I've worked long enough for it to happen.
Right.
It's just the paperwork process. You got to give them 90 days on every piece of paperwork.
Yep.
So like if I submit this school, we weren't sure if they were accepted. Oh, well, they're accepted, but it'll take 90 days for student aid to talk to Mohila. Yeah. Motherfucker, it don't take y'all 90 days to put this shit on my credit when I ain't paid.
Never lied.
So I don't think they really need to stop doing. I'm like, bro, stop putting that shit on people's credit, bro.
They know
There's two things. There's two things that should not be on credit. Period. Student loans and child support.
Facts.
Like the fact that and I speak that's not just a black thing. That's a white thing too.
Yes, it
is.
Fact
that the first time I saw
some more white women receive child support. Black women, but
the first time I saw somebody really going through child support, like I knew my homeboys that was going through.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw child support really raping a motherfucker was a white dude in my grad school class, and my man literally he had 2 kids by 2 different women, and both of them must have filed like at the same time because he got, you know how they tiered it, right? Yeah. Based on first and second child. He was getting first child for both of them. And he was in court trying to stop the first child. But neither mom was like, why should I take the pay cut? And the kids are born like in the same year. Because he was just
they partnered up and did that. Let's go together, girl.
And I used to feel bad for him. We be in meeting, we be in class, and he just be talking. I was like, you hurt,
bro.
You need a hug? And I
feel you, my boy.
Same thing happened to a homie at General Motors. My man was pushing at least 52, 56 hours a week, walking home with only like 400.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, my thing. And I get it. Kids need to get my thing is stop putting motherfuckers on child support if they want to take care of their kid. Man. At this point, you want to come up. Like, and I don't care what anybody say about it. If you know for a fact, I am willing to bear half responsibility of this child like you are,
but it's like,
then what are we doing here?
Like Lawrence Maroney and Steven Jackson. You know about this situation. Both they baby mamas out of St. Louis. Pretty little girl came to the club all the time. You know how much this girl getting from both them dudes? 10 and 10.
First of all, hold on. First of all.
And she probably get that baby 2 bands. She don't need a job. I'm finna stack this 18 bands.
Jeez, sir. Not 1,000.
She bagged 2 NFL running backs.
Yeah, she did. 2 prime
NFL running backs. But Maroney ain't getting that money like he used to. Neither is Steven Jackson. Both of them.
Shit, they got
me in a pension. That's all the
difference. And that my thing is these niggas, y'all listen, professional athlete niggas. I'm gonna look at y'all. Anybody that may look, y'all niggas got too much money,
too much time
to be free throwing dick out here the way y'all be doing, bro. Get your coochie, that's cool. But nigga, bro, that shit need to be under your stipulations, all of that shit. I just won't fuck nothing.
I just want to talk to all the parents right now, though, because we talking about pro athletes. I gotta talk to parents.
Here we go.
Hey, parents, stop letting your kids play basketball and football. Baseball is where you need to send your kids.
Yes, Lord, and soccer.
Because goddamn
shit, golf too.
No what's his name? Shohei Ohtani.
10
years. In 10 years. And did you see how he worked it?
He's better than Bobby Bonilla.
My man literally did. He said, "Give me $2 million a year, but $680 at the end." Ooh. So what people don't realize is that $680 is accruing interest.
He finna make
so the $20 million that he's gonna get paid out in the 10 years. That $680 in interest is going to be that $20 million back.
That's called. I have a good attorney, loan management. I have the proper agent. He broke everything down to him and said, "Look here, bro, we gonna make $3."
There's no point to have $600 million in one.
I know you ain't black, sir, but get paid, young nigga, get paid. Like, I just, bro, when I read that shit, I was just like, I had to like refresh the screen. I'm like, bro, ain't no way in hell. I saw 7. I was like, you a bad motherfucker, and he injured. Yeah. So a motherfucker gave you this type of money. You ain't even playing for the next year.
No, you cold as all get out.
And you know why you could do that type of shit? I bet you he's still not going to take no type of L because he's the best player in Japan right now. Yeah. So now think about how the Dodgers ain't finna take no L. The amount of money, jerseys, your shit finna sell out to them. Japanese people support they motherfucker. Once you that nigga there, you that nigga there. And they gonna let us, the world is gonna know. They finna have every LA Dodgers is finna be all through fucking Japan, bro.
They still rock.
Listen, I just read a tweet the other day that said Jeremy Lin had one hot month of cooking niggas, and now anytime somebody go on the mind you, he had this one hot month. 6 years ago, anytime a nigga go on the street, it's an insanity moment.
Yep.
He had what you got a Chinese kid from Harvard, fucking Kobe up for 38, fucking Melo fucking up everybody.
Let's not forget about that championship that he has.
He does.
Because he did.
Championship.
Off of who he graduated with?
Oh.
Fuck, was it?
What you with the Lakers?
No, it wasn't Lakers. That's gonna mess with me now. We got to Google that.
Yeah,
Right. There you go.
I gotta look that up because I know he got one from just being, and then it's just crazy. It's like he did all that.
He played.
I know.
Yeah.
But he done fizzled. Now he over there like China hooping. Like it's like, bro, he ain't got nothing to prove no more. It's like, bro, you can go over just like the greatest redemption story of basketball. Stephon Marbury.
Come on.
He was over here when he started going on that slippery slope, when the nigga was on World Star eating Vaseline and rubbing the shit on his face. We knew the nigga was having, he was like the first time I ever seen somebody have a mental breakdown and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
We was calling him crazy. Now you do that now. You can't call him crazy. You realize he's having a mental breakdown. And he went over
instability. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
And he done went over there. This nigga got a whole museum about Stephon Marbury.
He's the Michael Jordan over there.
The version of Jordan. Starberry are like Jordans in China. He took, mind you, that was a shoe you could buy to Stephen Barry's
for $20.
Most of y'all niggas don't even remember Stephen Barry's. That's where you get all your college merch from in one store.
I remember Stephen Barry's. It was one of
like, bro, it was a huge. We had one in our mall.
Hey, I had 3 peak.
Hey, when you went to Stephen Barry's, you like, they're going Georgetown jacket. Nigga, it ain't no starter jacket, but it'll do.
It look
it's like, bro, you can get
them. They had them satin jackets.
Bro, had everything. Like, I don't think Stephen Barry's would make a killing right now. Hey, if they could come back and be like, if they could come back, you don't even need a brick and mortar. Just get a
winning. They can definitely
look. And what the crazy part is, it seemed like in my mall, Stephen Barry's turned to H&M. Yep. Like that's exactly that's the exact store Stephen Barry's was. Is H&M that's in my mall now. And I was just like, bro, Starberry straight got statues of him over there. He got over there and realized, like, nigga, I'm God over here. Like, bro, why would I leave this? Why would I go back to you niggas laughing and clowning at me? You a number over here. Yeah, you Marbury.
That's a fact.
But he got to play till he was like 40 and still was cooking niggas championships. That's why I ain't blame my cousin. My cousin got drafted the same year John Wall did. He went in, he was 35 or 36 second round, Detroit Pistons. Went to the motherfucking summer league first game, put up 17, like 5-4. Yeah. He was on his way. Yeah. Broke his foot the next game. Pretty much derailed it. Like, bro, and when you already at that second round, it's like, bro, you fighting for a spot. Right. So he done been through summer leagues. He done made it to teams, like, but it just never got back over the hump. Yeah. I'm glad he ain't let that deter him though. Man, he got a Puerto Rican championship, South Korea championship, like a Russian champion. Like this nigga, he's that nigga. Other play, he MVPs, finals MVPs, league MVPs. Bro, you go on his mansion in Memphis, go on his man cave. Bro, every jersey for every team he played on, just wrapped around that motherfucker.
Guess what? You got paid every single one.
And it's like, bro, like there's nothing wrong with that, young folks. There's nothing wrong with that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it, and it's an experience. You get a free trip, bro. The only thing for us that's gonna fuck it up is we so used to certain food, so now I gotta adapt to the type of shit y'all got.
I'm gonna tell you, Italy eating their spaghetti.
Yeah, like when you go out the country, Paris, London. I was there this past summer, and you know what? After a day, it was like, hey, shit, your taste buds will adapt. Just like your body adapts.
So you ain't got no choice. It's like, I'm gonna be hungry. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm like, find what you like until you can really get into that shit.
Coca-Cola was a little different, but hey,
it was real sugar.
Yeah, I was looking for the caffeine. It just wasn't there. But hey, it made it work.
Well, you know how they believe. Over there, they like, look, we don't need you jumpstarting your heart. We only got so many doctors.
Yeah, but hey, the amount of shit that they be like, oh, you can't have that over here. Yeah, like, well, was it California? California just banned Skittles.
Yep, because of the red dye.
Red 40.
And we look, it's fucked up. My dad worked at a company where that's what they made. They made the red 40. Right here, it was a company called PB George. Yeah, and it became Warner Jenkinson, and now it's Sensient. So Sensient, right there off Jefferson. My dad worked there for years, and what they made was my dad would have endless supplies of M&Ms and Skittles for days
because
they made it die.
I was sober and that motherfucker shaking them hoes every minute.
We didn't. My sister was a diabetic, so my dad never brought the shit home.
Smart.
You know, but it was like that. My dad, he would tell you, he's like, hey, look at the back. And you see blue 6, yellow 3, red 40. And he would go and he would like, that's what we make.
That's great.
And you can see on his lab coats where he didn't went there and damn, I just rubbed it down and you see the dye on there.
Yeah.
My mom, hey.
That's crazy. We eating that shit.
Right. Hey,
we eating that shit. So if that shit sticking to something that you can't bleach out, the fuck that shit doing to my insides.
Exactly. And not realizing that's not just in like candy.
It's
you talking about it, the color of when you go to the store and you look at that ground beef that's in there.
That's why I can't.
It's dying that shit.
That's why I can't be vegan. I ain't got time to be reading everything in the motherfucking store.
I just be like this. Everybody
there.
But low key though,
everybody gonna die.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to that space where it's like everybody gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's like you born to die.
Yeah.
I'm no longer.
Which is a crazy concept.
You know, you born to die, and so it's just at that point like supposed to be like, well, you gotta pay attention to everything. Hey, bro.
Right.
I know some of the healthiest folks, and then get hit by a car.
Right.
I mean, bro, shit. Like crazy. I don't watch health fitness people like do all these videos and they die from stupid shit. Yeah. Like this, what was it? Supermodel workout dude died from opening up the like the Cool Whip. That motherfucker pressure thing popped off, hit their ass, and like the shit killed.
First of all, that's crazy.
It's just like watching the show 1,000 Ways to Die.
Exactly.
You never know.
Exactly.
I used to watch that shit and be like, I'm never going outside again.
Right.
I'm like, nigga, I didn't even know that could occur. I watched somebody die from hiccups on that show. Yep. They had a constant hiccup they could never get rid of until one time that shit happened. It just stopped their heart. Yeah. I'm like, I can't be at the gates and it's like, okay, you got shot, you got stabbed, natural hiccups. Right. I'm like, hey, Big Sandos, what I gotta do to go back? Let me run this back, bro. Right. Let me run that shit back.
Another body.
Facts. But look, man, let me give y'all my quick numerology corner. I ain't put it on the paper, but I did find it. I always like to throw out our numerology corner. It's based off of the episode number we do. For this one, it was a real simple one for number 21. Yeah. The number 21 is forcing you to convince yourself and to make positive assertions regarding your determination to succeed in your ambitions. I'm gonna say that again for y'all that's not listening.
Yes.
This is one of them, you don't really gotta preach to it. But the number 21 is forcing you to convince yourself and to make positive assertions regarding your determination to succeed in your ambitions.
The organ should be playing right now.
The collection plate is moving.
Yes.
I feel like this is one of them ones where you ain't even got to get a sermon to. I'm sending a collection plate while we're trying to bring new people who want to find Christ to the front.
You can just come down and get your hands laid on you.
Facts. Anybody wants to take Christ as their Lord and Savior today.
The word itself did the speaking.
Like, it's just, I mean, bro, just, and the crazy part, I like how it says the number 21 is forcing you. Yeah. It's like, bro, hey, 1 through 20, we've been putting it in front of your fucking face. Right. 21 is like, nigga.
Take that.
Listen, not the Diddy way. Not the Diddy way.
I'm gonna walk out.
No, we're not showing nobody. That nigga's out here. It's gonna be 2024. Is gonna be the fall of Sean Puffy Combs.
The fall of a lot of people.
And I feel by the time 2030 rolls around, my God, we're gonna have all of the pretty much
have a celebrity jail.
We're not gonna have anybody.
Have Jamie Foxx right now.
Yeah, like we're not gonna have anybody that we could say is a black man that was in power. Because you know who I'm waiting on? Like for them to come after Diddy, I'm just waiting for them to come after like some of those people that we've hold. Like when they went after Bill Cosby, I was like, damn.
Come on, man.
But
I promise.
When you start,
bro, he just got popped. Somebody else just tried him again.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, come on now,
but if they start coming after
that nigga got like 6 hours left. Let that nigga just chill, bro.
But they coming after every single one of our. If you look at our foundational pieces, think about it, we don't have no Sidney Poitier.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby is our Sidney Poitier. So if you take him out in the acting world, if they imagine this. Now, one of the great things is Denzel has been married this whole time, but let them come after Denzel.
I'm not going. I'm not standing for it. I'm not standing for it.
At that point,
I'm not standing for it, bro.
Not today.
I'm not.
You're not.
And listen, don't get me wrong. For those watching, I am all for if a motherfucker do wrong, getting everything that. Oh, hold on, we got Branson in the building. Shout out Square in the building.
Hey, what up, cousin?
Shout out Branson. Shout out Branson. He said the GDs is in the dough. But my thing is, if everything these people are saying are true, then by all means, niggas need to get what they deserve. But
I totally believe you.
And I ain't even gonna say but, because I always tell people when you say but, you negate everything for it. Get what they deserve. Period. However, I hate when it's coming to look like more of a money grab than you getting justice. Because if a motherfucker took something from me as far as what I find to be sacred within my body, it ain't enough fucking money you can give me to make me feel good about this.
So that's my entire issue with this. I'm a father of daughters.
Yeah.
I'm a brother of sisters. I'm the son of a mother. I'm the husband of a wife. Come on. There's no any way, shape, or form that I would tell any of them, you know what? That person assaulted you. That person did you wrong. Wait 20 years until they're a millionaire and then go after them. No. I'm telling you, I need that now.
I need that shit.
Right.
I need to run that phase right now.
Right. Why not?
You know what I'm saying? So we run that phase right now. I can't wait 20 years. I can't wait 30
because
years.
it honestly don't hold too much water.
And then you leave it, and I get
and that's just it's alleged at that point.
It's gonna remain alleged. And then the point, by the time we even get to the truth of it, so many people unfortunately just don't give a fuck no more. It's like, damn sure that shit happened 50 years ago. That was well before my mama and my daddy got together to even think about wanting to put me together.
Why do you think they gave Bill 3? They was just like, look, man, can you just sit this out?
And I'm like, y'all got this nigga in jail. He can't even see.
He's pretty much half blind.
He is legally damn near blind at this point. It's like,
and here's the thing. What they fail to realize is that Bill's smarter than that. Come on, Bill. Like, come on. If they like, oh, we gonna cancel Bill. Cosby Show never went off the air.
Okay,
World never went off the air.
Here we go. It did, but what they did was, and shout out to TV1.
Yeah, 100%.
TV1 sat there and said, she said, Bill Cosby's my best friend. And I'm sorry, the Hollywood that I remember, all these little chicks was in his lap for a reason.
Yeah.
Meaning because he was one of the most powerful black men in the world.
Listen, listen, and like I said, I'm not for nobody drugging nobody, nothing, but Quaaludes was in style. Right. Everybody was popping them. It's no different than niggas popping Xanax and all that shit now.
10 years from now, all the college folks be like, well, you got me high. We smoked a blunt before we fucked. Well, baby, everybody was smoking blunts.
Was like, first of all, girl. First of all, you know how do you know? I'm like, the blunt.
You wanted the shotgun.
The number one is the only way that's an issue is if that blunt was laced without something they ain't know about. Right, exactly. First of all, I don't do that shit. Number one, do you know how long we had to pass this back and forth to each other for you to realize I don't want to fuck with this nigga? By the end of that blunt, enough leg touch, I put out a blunt and a chick done pounced on me as soon as the blunt went out. Right. So I know what a blunt do to me. Nigga, I know how that shit get y'all. That's why we
gonna be looser than a goose. Some gonna be looser than a goose, but that's just what
now I can see if a nigga out here force feed, oh, drink this. I think that shit's creepy. I'm like, damn, bro, hey, chill out, nigga. Yeah. Like, hey, bro, she ain't on. And I get in between some shit like, hey, bro, I've never understood. I had a chick in my bed one time at school. We was fucked up at a party at the crib. We threw. She came the night before. We was good. Did all we would do. She was like, we got fucked up again at the next party at our house the next night. She was like, I'm finna come through. Came, got in the bed, was like just laying in. Bro, I tried to mess with her. I was like, bro, this would be like rape. Yeah. I said, no. Yeah. Well, I was like, if we can wake up and you feel cool. I'm like, you wake up in the middle of the night, you get sober, cool. Well, I took care of that little girl. I'm like, bro, you're not finna be in my bed and then get to telling somebody, I don't remember. I don't want no sex with a motherfucker who don't remember it. I don't want to have no sex that I don't remember because Coochie is too good for me to not have a recollection of it. Facts. So it's not that, and it's, I'll be telling niggas, it is, first of all, somebody gonna give it up. Two things I never seen before: UFO and a hoe that won't go. If she ain't go for you, my boy, it's because you didn't bring it out of her.
Right.
Everybody go. You just may not be the person, and that's okay. I can't make everybody want to drop them draws. But the few select I can, baby, we gonna make it do what it do from there.
That's something I just had a conversation with my neos and my friend. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna just be real with you. You put these letters on, that don't mean the hoes coming.
Cause that shit do not. It don't unlame you.
If you couldn't get hoes before, you're not gonna get hoes now. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't talk to a woman, like I almost feel honestly, I don't care if you're a member of the D9. Yeah. I don't care if you're a Mason. I don't care what organization, 100 black men. If you can't have a conversation with a woman and woo her, right, and make her feel like, hey, this might be the one.
You didn't have it in the first place.
You never had the juice, man.
As the new, see, we call it juice. The young niggas call it Riz now. Yeah, it's short for charisma. That's what I just found out. I know because I seen it, I was like, Riz, that's too close to something else we were saying. But then somebody come there like, nah, bro, it's supposed to be short for charisma. I'm like, how many of y'all young niggas even use the word charisma in your life at any point in time? Because I don't know too many grown people using the word charisma. Like, oh, you got charisma. Like, I haven't heard that in so long from somebody. So nowadays, like, oh, you got Riz. So I was like, once I figured out, I'm like, that's smooth. That's cool. But it's like, bro, like we said, if you ain't got the sauce, you ain't got the juice, you don't have to just say quoi. You just don't got it, bro. And I'm like, and that's okay. Yeah. Everybody got a role in life. It may not be your role to woo. Maybe you're going to find that one. You ain't got to do all that wooing too. Niggas who only need to have a game is the niggas who trying to run that shit on plenty. And the niggas with the game after a while, once we find the one that took the game right, ran it back to us, like, shit, she had game like me. Oh, hell no, I can't let you go. Hey. You moving like me.
Hey, I didn't have game in college. I was just me. And they loved it.
Look, and that's what I didn't call the game, bro. I was just funny.
Natural, bro. Yeah. When it's so natural, that's when they love it.
But when it's natural, it's not game. It's a part of you. Exactly. That's niggas is running like, hey, baby, are you from Memphis? Hey, you only 10 I see. Like, bro, I always been a funny nigga. So I'll just be naturally cracking jokes. And then motherfuckers like, bro, next time I'm like, oh, you cute. I'm like, all right, shit. Okay. Now I'm finna put that game on you. It's like, damn, I didn't know you was this type of nigga. I'm like, look, baby, you thought it. I was like, baby, listen. I'm about to set the entertainer. Listen, I get them motherfuckers. The first thing I do is play P.D. Pablo. Swing them draws like a helicopter. North Carolina. I was in North Carolina when that shit dropped. Tore the whole city up. Like, shit was crazy, man. But, Pass, what's pissing you off this week?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna say what's pissing me off. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna just say everything y'all see on VOTP ain't real. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go to these topics, man. Oh, wait, you got a shoe for the week?
Let's think of a shoe. I didn't really. Matter of fact, it is a shoe. I know we did it before, but it do come out. Make sure y'all, the Kobe Grinches drop this Friday. They do. For those of you a Kobe fan, everybody know I'm a shoe fanatic. I buy too many of them. I wish I had grade size feet. I'm not gonna lie, save myself $50 per pair of shoes I buy. But I call myself the retail guy because I refuse. I ain't gonna say refuse, but for me to want to go past the price that they initially set, I have to really want. And by the time I did that, I have exhausted every option I got. I got apps, all type of shit that tell me. I could tell you in the morning on the 15th when Kobe shoe drop, what size shoe you wear, how many pairs.
Yeah, but them bots coming away.
Oh,
them bots throw elbows like
listen, and the crazy part is it's finna go crazy with the Kobe's because it's what they call a Leo draw. They doing a Leo draw sneaker for the Kobe's, which is a 3-minute draw, versus your normal draws, which is a 10-minute draw. You got 10 minutes to enter this. And it's crazy. You think listen with them draws. Don't think because you the first motherfucker in the first 30 seconds that means you get it. I've entered for the SB Jordan 4s and the J Balvin 3s within the first 10 seconds. And I still lost each time because people figure out systems. It's just what now them draw systems do is give you a number. Yeah. It gives you a random number and they go in order from that point through your size. Once your size is out, they go to the next and move like that. But what I would give my shoe last week, what I do, I did the I'm in year 5s, the Dawns and the Dusks. My shoes I got on today, I got the Cherry 12s. Shout out to Jordan, man. I got a video coming out for that soon. But what's some shoes I got this week? Ooh, let me pull them up because it's a shoe. If everybody who tapped into Jordan knows a lot about their collaborations. Mm-hmm. Jordan does really well with collabs. The SB Pine Greens, that was a Nike skateboard. That's a skateboard in Jordan.
Mm-hmm. And the joints look nice too.
They do. And I heard when you put them on, they fit better than a normal Jordan 4 because it's meant for you to skateboard. So it's got extra little padding on the inside and all of that type of shit. Like skateboarders get them shoes and they fucking them up the first day. But so it's another company that does great collabs and it's called Soulfly. And Soulfly does really good collabs with Jordans. And they have one. It's coming back out the 16th is going to be Saturday. So it's dropping on Saturday. They're releasing it on Sneaker Saturday. Soulfly did the initial drop on their website, in which I was up at that time driving to work. I literally pulled over so I ain't fuck up. Oh yeah, bro. I wasn't fucking up. It was one like, bro, I'm one of the people like, bro, we can talk about shoes. I can go down the slippery slope of rabbit holes. I'm doing sneaker content now as my niche content to try to. My goal is by the end of 2024, either it's going to be Nike, some company is going to be sending me shoes just to do this content for. I know it's coming. I'm putting that out there. I'm putting it on paper for the new year. That is my goal, to get closer and closer to that. But the Soulfly 8s. It is the Soulfly 8s, the Mikasa S Sukasas. And I'm actually about to pull them up for y'all. And it is a beautiful sail navy and red color Jordan 8. And now Jordan 8, for me, it's a very wonderful silhouette, but a lot of people, for some reason, don't fuck with the 8s. I got the playoff 8s this year that dropped. They just did the winterized 8s, that's black and gray. And it's my girl. I'm happy about these because they didn't go small enough for her size. So she's low-key jealous because it's like, and she's like, I really want them. I'm like, the only way you can get them is if you force yourself.
I'm happy they brought the 8s back.
I am too. It's been a while. It's been a while.
As soon as they get my what's that, the black and purple joints?
Oh, the Aqua 8s.
The Aquas.
The Bugs Bunnies.
They
need to. I feel like because next year they bring it back to 17s next year. They ain't did say now. I saw they're gonna be 300. The only way I would do that is if it come with the briefcase it's supposed to come with, like it did back in the day.
But I think they probably will.
They have to. It used to come with a briefcase and a CD in there. I never knew what was on the CD because I ain't buy them. I ain't buy them, but I seen it. But let me pull this up before we move over, man. But for those, if you really like 8s, there's 20,000 pairs dropping this Saturday. That sounds like a lot until you realize there's millions of people going for these 20,000 pair of shoes. Luckily for the Kobe drop that's coming, Vanessa Bryant pushed Nike to do better than they did in the last two drops. They dropping a whole lot of pairs of these shoes. And it's because when he did the Mambasita ones, that's an ode to him and his daughter that passed, and then the Halo white pair, it was like 7,000 pairs went out. If you got them, it was like a blessing to get them. But these 8s that I gotta show y'all, man.
I know, here we go.
It is a beautiful, beautiful shoe. It is sail colored, red navy. Like I don't know if they got more pictures on here. They give you some more angles.
You can't wear them.
Look, I'm pulling these not even coming out the box till the summer. Like spring, summer. This is one of them shoes you have to check the weather.
All right.
It needs to be where you're going somewhere to be inside.
You got to put the
spray on them. You got to put the protection. Honestly, I'm not putting these on. And the packaging is fire.
Jesus, come on now.
The packaging is fire. And that's the beauty about
Christmas present.
Look. Oh yeah, it's for me. I'm gonna wrap them up like I ain't know I got them. Look, facts. And look, none whatsoever.
Cedar wood box.
Facts, man. Now the crazy part is this is the version that we get as the consumer, but Jordan always does a friends and family pair. They only did 23 pairs of these. 23 people in the world got the real friends, DJ Khaled got the first pair.
That's crazy.
And it's a wooden cigar box with a Cuban.
That's what it looked. Okay,
It's supposed to look like a cigar box.
That's a cigar.
The real one, if you open it up, it's an actual real. Like this is going to be a regular box that looks like one. But the real friends and family one is a wooden cigar humidor box.
Right.
No, for real it is. You can take the shoes out and use it as a humidor. It comes with Cuban cigars in there. Like that's one of them. Like you had to be at this special dinner that they presented these. Only 23 people in the world have that shoe. Like, bro, to get honestly, to get into, and it's crazy because it's a dude that does sneaker contests. His name is Sneaker Fetish. He's actually from the Loop, from St. Louis, but he live in Huntsville, Alabama. He Alpha, from down in Alabama, and he one of the people he didn't get that, but he's so tapped that his content is sneaker storytelling. Okay. He gets a shoe and he goes in depth to give you the story behind the shoe. The greatest one I watched him, they sent him all 4 or 5 of the Nike Terminator HBCU shoes. And he got to go over the details to why this shoe is like this, like the TSU one. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the video to watch the breakdown. I don't know if some of this stuff that was there, but it's these 3 brothers that created a pizza place called Slim and Husky.
Yeah, Slim and Husky.
The insole. So they are. So what?
Yeah, Slim and Husky's is a pizza spot. It's in downtown Nashville. They're TSU alums.
I was just in Nashville.
Dope brothers and fire food.
But the crazy part is, so what I didn't know behind them collaborations, every person that helped make it was an HBCU alum of that school. Yeah, nice. Those 3 brothers was the one picked for that. So when you take the insoles out, it has a picture, their logo, Slim and Husky Pizza on it. If you put the thing together, if you put the insoles together, it has a middle, it's either theirs or somebody else, a middle picture of the football field. Taken like that. On the tongue, the left side says Slim, the right side says Husky, right under the Nike Terminator. They got the white tiger, like they got it's one of them shoes. If you're a shoe collector, it didn't matter about the HBCU. I would go back and grab all of them shoes just to say I have them. Like it's one of them. I ain't even got to wear.
I've gotten quite a few shoes in the last 2 years because I definitely grabbed the Pegasus. I was in Paris and the Pegasus dropped, and I was like, shout out to Pegasus.com being a firm and
they got them dunk. Oh look, shout out to Klarna, Affirm, Quad Pay.
All of them get
shout out to Layaway doing the greatest rebrand this side of the Mississippi. Because without all of them, a lot of y'all now you can do layaway without the embarrassment in your house. It's like, and it's honestly a layaway that forces you to pay. It's like you either gonna fuck up your credit, or it ain't you gonna lose out the money. But it's like, bro, you got time to pay. You got time to budget this shit. You ain't gotta put $5 down and then try to pay. No, nigga, you gonna pay me 1/4 of this percentage, and then I need it like this. I'm like, it's great because I don't even use the whole time. I do it to build up the rewards on it. I use my Klarna to buy stuff I already know I can pay for because after 500 points, you get a reward to take money off of stuff you like. I get them for GOAT, Finish Line, all that. Save myself $5 on shoes or shit.
Brothers, I think we got some fire ass random topics and we added one. I say we give them 5 minutes each. Okay.
I want to say the one we had it for last because that may stretch over.
That last one. That's the first we do that. Okay.
So my first one, let me get. I don't know if anybody else in here got to see it.
I missed it. My mama watched it.
So I didn't. The crazy part is me not. When you deviate from cable, that's a lot. It's like I don't find out about a award show until the day of, like right before. So I just so happened to wake up out my nap on Sunday, and my girl just so happened to find it. Yeah. And shout out to the Grammys for doing a separate Grammy show. No awards, none of that shit. Purely, strictly a hip hop celebration. It was wonderfully done. Now I need to rewatch it because I caught it like right at the end of the South. When I caught it, Uncle Luke and them was on stage and they was into the shit. Yeah. But
I missed the women part because that was like the very beginning.
See, I missed that. But Queen Latifah got to spin the block. Yeah. She came back on towards the end. But bro, they let
Will Smith finish it.
Yes.
Him and Jazzy
Jazzy, brand new phone.
And I'm gonna say, like, I heard so many people like complaining about it on Twitter, and I was just like,
I don't know why.
I'm like, come on, y'all, like
No,
it's you new kids.
It was dope, bro. It was cool.
Like,
He came out there with the Philly hat. He could have had a better Philly hat.
He wore the same outfit that he wore in the jerseys or at the Grammys in like '98.
And you know the crazy part is though, because I found out right before this. I found out actually from a sit down like interview show with T.I. and his son. Mm-hmm. But for those who didn't know, the first ever hip hop Grammy was given to DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. Yeah. They are also, when they won it in '89, the year I was born, they weren't allowed, it wasn't televised, they weren't allowed to accept it. Yeah. 1990, they were also able to spin the block and be the first ever hip hop performance on the Grammys. And it just make it fucked up that this happens after all the bullshit we dealing with Will. Yeah. So it's dimming what when and the greatest tweet.
The greatness of who he is.
The greatest tweet I saw about that shit, and she just happened to be right underneath it. It says, "This jack of all trades is allowing this C-list actress to fuck up his life." Yeah. And I couldn't see nothing, no, but it's like, nigga, we don't need to remember. I just want to hit him in the chest, like, nigga, you fucking Will Smith.
It's almost like you want a man.
It's like, hey, nigga, you know you.
Because think about it, for all of us in here, Will was like a big brother.
Come on,
like we watched Fresh Prince weekly.
All day long.
I had the Millennium album.
You know what I'm saying? We watched the movie career take off.
We paid attention to Will Smith for a very, very long time.
Like a lot of us,
parents just don't understand. Was one of my first takes.
The nigga got a Jordan collab.
Right.
The Fresh Prince Jordan 5s. Like, come on.
And when we think about TV, what the same people that I love, A Different World is my show.
All day.
And we love The Different World because not only we talk about real shit, but it gave us all of these cameos.
It made us want to go to college.
Exactly. Right. Fresh Prince was literally the same shit. On Channel 5, every A-list, B-list, C-list actor, whoever.
When they walk in the crowd.
Every single one of these, like, Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks was on this motherfucker.
Nia Long.
I was just about the face.
Jasmine,
not her.
Like my man had
Nia Long is aging like the greatest of wines.
But he had, look here, we watched the Fresh Prince play. That's what he did.
Like when they left him in that house, I was saying,
Cosby wasn't your dad growing up. Uncle Phil was. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And it was our uncle. He was our uncle, father, or what's that? He just dropped knowledge on us.
And there was so many like.
R.I.P. James Avery.
I think Will needs to have a reality talk with the 30 to 40 year old, or the 30 to 45 year old, and say, hey, you know what? I don't feel confident in myself, and all of us need to be like, brother, you don't understand. There was shit that we didn't get through in life without you giving us an example.
Come on,
bro. If I ever ran into him in person, I would have that man boo-hooing because I feel like he needs somebody just like, hey, sir, I know who you. I don't know if you know who you are.
I don't know if you know.
Because you got to come up to him like, sir, I'm like, can we talk for a second? I don't know if you're busy. Let me tell you something, nigga.
Nico, I wish we could fade the lights. Nigga, have a conversation with Will right quick.
Boom.
Willard. Brother, man. It's just like, it's one of them. I would have to like, hey, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm asking you this as a rhetorical question because I think sometimes you motherfucker forget.
Yeah.
You are that nigga.
You are that dude.
Like you are him. Like how they say, I'm him.
Yeah.
You're him. I'm like, brother. Everybody wanted to be, you know, the people wore their jackets inside out. People got in
attention to your shoes daily.
Listen, the Bel Air 5s. There's nobody else on TV, black TV sitcom that got a Jordan shoe. I paid it like we watch your style. Like, bro, you are everything to me.
Martin was the only two cat was wearing the I Be Black Man sweaters.
Yeah.
It's like you want to talk to him without disrespecting her.
HBCU sweaters just like Martin was. Like what people don't realize.
I miss that era.
Oh my God.
The Will gave us real TV.
Gave us hope.
It gave us
my boy Grease got what it do.
Grease, what's up, baby? Hey, congratulations on that 100 black man, brother.
Yes, sir.
I say it for you, dog. It's the Rilla.
You know, but man, hey, Will, I respect you as a hip hop genius.
Facts.
I respect you for what you did, not just for hip hop, but what you did for black actors.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't realize, yes, Denzel has been there, but Will took the action game to a whole new level.
Bro.
He took the action game, the comedy. Could you imagine anybody else in Independence Day, bro?
Hold on.
I Am Legend.
Let us not forget the episode, because some of us got the single fathers.
That part.
Boy.
Some of us saw that episode, and it hit a lot of brothers.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Still to this day.
To this day.
I couldn't picture watching that as it actually aired. Shout out to my pops because he's been there.
My father's been there
Mine too. Yeah.
But to be somebody that didn't have one, and especially if you truly watch that show, Uncle Phil felt like your father, and you've had that moment to yourself. It's like, why this nigga don't love me?
When James Avery that lip was
they both was crying real ass tears.
Like, and to understand now, because we've had all the years and we've had the interviews.
Yeah.
To understand that was like one of the most purest moments on TV.
Oh my God.
Like
that was real tears.
Yeah. And Brad, I see it to this day and tear up. And I ain't even in the situation, but it's like, bro, that shit was real.
Yeah.
You could tell scripted crying. Like, bro, that was real and authentic.
It also made me understand my brothers who didn't have a father.
It did.
It made me understand. It was just like, all right, bro, I get it. I get your anger. I get the reason why you act the way you act. Yeah. I understand I even understand your fashion. I get it. I'm sorry.
And look, and now because of me knowing that type of stuff, that's why shout out to the male teachers at my school.
Shout out to all male teachers.
Facts. Especially black men as teachers, because we are about 1.2% of the teaching population worldwide.
Hence the reason I think that's why I struggle as a black teacher 20 years in the game. I always want to, I've told my students year after year, I work at schools where the kids look like me.
Yeah.
Because I realize I'm not just a history teacher. I'm a father. I'm an uncle. I'm a big brother. I am whatever you might need me to be at that time.
Why not?
I've had students in my 20 years, bro. I've had students literally. I had a young man probably about 8 years ago. Athlete, come out to me.
It's okay. And
knowing his dad, knowing his mom, he was like, I can't tell them. I can't tell them. I can't tell nobody at the school, but it's eating me alive. You're the only person I can talk to. Yeah. And at that moment, I realized I'm all those positions, but I'm also a teacher, a counselor, a lawyer, all that. You know what I'm saying? I literally had a kid last year. I hate to say it, 17, picking up his second felony. And I was just
picking
like,
up his
second felony. And I was just like, bro, like we sat down and we Googled. He's like, what am I looking at? And we're Googling minimum sentences for what was about to, come down the line. Luckily for him, the prosecuting attorney dropped the charges. Nice. So, but I explained to him, you shouldn't be happy right now.
Yeah.
This is a smack yourself upside the head.
Get your shit together, man.
It's right. That right.
Get your shit together.
But they don't understand that it was because I had stuff like that growing up on TV. Because let's be real, we grew up in a generation of having black fathers on TV. Mm-hmm. We had Uncle Phil. We had Carl Winslow.
Shit, man, I got the TJ Henderson, his daddy, all of them wonderful. I love TV where it was black daddies that was there. Like it wasn't stereotypical. Oh, you a single black mama.
I love the fact that what's my guy with the smart guy? Yeah. He was a single father.
Yeah,
loved it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's like they never really got deep into. I don't think the mama had passed or something. Yeah. And that's usually when they get a single father. They never showed us the mama leaving. It's always a death.
The mama passed.
Which that does happen, but it is the other way as well. Yeah. We're not gonna act like that don't happen. But
all day.
And shit, I see it at school. But a lot of them kids, when kids do certain shit, because I've had friends who have been. I remember being a kid, and I was like, damn, bro, such and such used to be wild and not like him.
Yeah.
But I knew his. Oh, so I asked when people like, I'm the disciplinary in our school. Even though I'm the building sub, I do the in school, I do the tech stuff, like I do everything. And every time somebody come to school, like, what you do? I'm like the nigga that do everything. I do everything but be the principal, for real. And it be times where the counselor call me in there. I talk to them kids realistic. I'm like, hey. They coming in school. I'm like, hey, nigga, you got to get it together, bruh. I'm like, listen, the shit you are doing it seemed cute and funny now in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
Y'all don't realize the amount of love y'all get in this building until you put into middle school and they don't give a fuck about you like we do. I know unless you're a newer kid, for the most part, if I don't know your name, I know something about you. It gets to the point, if I really rock with you, I done gave you a nickname.
Yeah.
All of them from P3 to 5th grade. What's up, Mr. A? What's up, Mr. A? Hey, Mr. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
How you do? They'll call me another teacher name. Because me and one teacher, both beard, dark skin, so they'll mix us up. I don't even get mad. I just reply to it. And it's just like, but some of them kids, I'll be trying to talk to the older kids before they leave. I'm like, hey, bro, you want to talk? Please come talk. I'm tired of you getting in trouble in class, all because you don't want to listen to this older black woman telling you what to do. I'm like, bro, society is going to slap the fuck out you if you think can't nobody tell you shit.
But look, hey, my students will tell you, my favorite line. And I don't care if I curse at your kids. I've been doing this for years.
I curse.
I tell my kids,
my
kids will tell you.
And I done dropped a couple of them kids in my
the counselors at my school will tell you my classes fill up quick. To the point they be like, hey, you got 31 on your roster, but I got 3 more that want to sign up. Hey, shit, they can sit on the floor. We'll make it work. But they'll tell you, my favorite line is, the real world gonna kick your ass.
I tell my kids now, all the ones I mentor, you think you're untouchable.
They really believe that shit.
Said, let me let you understand something. So you can get prosecuted at 15. You can get prosecuted at 15, but guess what? 18 right around the corner. Now you can set till 15. 18 kick in. Now you about to get the real deal.
They boy, they gonna crush you. Don't let you do no crime where they gotta keep you past that.
Bam.
I'm like, Brandon, don't let you do nothing bad enough where they say, fuck you being a kid, you an adult.
Yep.
Because whatever crime you committed, we know you're gonna be in here for hours.
Yep.
And they don't realize.
And I'll tell them that all the time, bro. I'll be like, hey, the shit you doing now, bro, you think it's cool. And bro, I treat them kids how I be doing anybody. I like, they get to talking woofing, I'll come up to them right here. I'm like, bro, do what you gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
If you know, or they'll say something under. Look, my girl was just the assistant principal there last year.
Hands on me. My man
Who
came to me and said, "You can't put your," and I like stopped my finger right there. I said, "Now what can I do?
Who can't?
What can I do? Because all 6'5" of this 260 is in your face now. What you gonna do? Now we can do some action."
And then they be like, once you test the kid gangster,
you know what
when you test the kid gangster, they realize like,
I tell them all the time,
about that shit.
See, I know you feel you bad. I know it. But here's the thing. I'm bad. Because I got options. I got a degree. I'll get another job.
I can go somewhere.
I'm like, they're just gonna put me in another school, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, so I'll get my issue off with you.
That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna put me in another school. Guess what? I'm gonna get another knucklehead like you. And guess
like
what?
this.
I'm about to make him feel bad, even better.
I am a rarity, people. I'm a black male certified teacher with experience.
Tell them
I'm good.
Facts.
I like. Hey, my students be like, "Hey, y'all know he crazy." You goddamn right.
And bro, I let them. But look, them kids that really gotta see me. I always say, especially a newer kid that come in there. Wow, we had this little boy come back to school. I heard about him. Yeah. First time I saw him, I was like, "Hey, bro, let me tell you out the gate. I'm not gonna write you off. I've heard a lot about you before you got here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna act like I don't know nothing about that. Yeah. We start from square one. But let me tell you something about me. Better ask these other kids. My rule is Mr. A don't play. So I could be your best friend or your worst enemy in this motherfucker. The choice is up to you. Because they'll get my biggest pet peeve is somebody mumbling under their breath. Because I'm always call you out. I'm like, huh?
Let's say what you say.
Yeah. And I stand on it. I make them do it out. I'm like, hey, let me tell you what this world don't respect. It's punks. So stay attentive. I was like, I respect you a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. If you, that's why me and a little first grade kid got cool. My first day of coming in that school, I had to watch first grade. He was tripping. I told him he had to leave. He was like, man, nigga, fuck you. I was like, what you say? He turned around and said, I said, fuck you. Okay. I gave him a fist bump. I said, I respect you doubling down on what you said. Mm-hmm. Because as a man, all you got is what you, if you're going to stand on it, stand on it. Mm-hmm. But I showed him I wasn't no hoe after that. Out of that time, once I realized I could talk to him how I want to, he was calling all these women bitches. Oh, fuck y'all, bitch, you fat bitch. But then I had to realize once you met his mama, his hate was for his mama.
Oh yeah.
So now he's never lashing on us. Yeah. But he tried, boy. We put him in that council, threw him in that council office. I got in there, put him in there. I talked so bad to him, and it wasn't even no like nigga, you ain't shit. It was a reality check. Yeah. In the same time. when them tears start falling, I was like, bro, I understand the shit you've been through, and I've never been through it. So I can't even fathom it. But you got to stop tripping up in here. Yeah. He's in there trying to break glass one day. I said, you hit this glass one more time, I bet you won't touch nothing else in here. Yeah. He swung and it didn't even catch before he did. The whole school could tell I'm walking down the hallway with this little nigga above me. 6 feet in the air. I got him up with my arms extended till it hurt. Yeah. And I said, if you kick your foot, I don't know if you've ever fell 6'3" to the ground on your face, but I bet you won't catch yourself. Mm-hmm. I tossed his ass behind that thing. Me and him ain't had no more issues like that.
It's that thing, man.
He was like, bro, he had to put that like, oh, that nigga don't play. Some kids need that though.
You have to show him a man.
I had to show him like, hey, bro, I understand your daddy.
I realize some of these kids don't know what
a man.
And they don't. They so used to you gonna talk bad to me. Yeah. You don't care about
curse and scream, slap, hit.
Like I tell them all the time. The teachers at my school be like, how can you get him to calm down? I say, because I talk to him. Yeah. I say there's talking to him, and talking at him, and talking down to him. That's right. I talk to him and he listens. I say, because a lot of times they so used to not being heard that they quick to, hey, you done?
Yeah. You get it technically out? You're an outsider. But due to the fact that you're an outsider to them, they just like, oh yeah, I can talk slick to you, although when I give this man stuff, now we talking. Because now you got
and some of them, bro, some of them need that shit.
Some of them just need some love, bro.
That's all it is.
I tell people all the time, man, what my rule since my first day teaching, I never hold what a kid did yesterday against him tomorrow.
I agree with that.
Because the kid gives me the best they can on any given day. If the best they can is sleeping in my class, I don't know what that kid is. I remember
some of y'all parents ain't shit. So I know y'all live in hell or below.
Yes. I had a teacher in 4th grade. He can actually see this. He's on my Facebook. He used to throw erasers at us when we were kids and we were asleep. All right. Right. And when I got to high school, I had another teacher that would do that. And I realized that's where he got it from because he went to the same high school I went to. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I see where he got that from. But understand this. You don't know. I live on Margaretta and Newstead. For me to get to this school and my dad get back down to work, I got to be dropped off 2 hours before school starts. So when I'm getting up and it's still dark outside, getting dressed, getting out here and having to sit here, motherfucker, I'm tired. Facts. You know, it didn't have nothing to do with my work. I might have slept through your lecture, but that just meant I had to do more work later. Correct. And so
you got to figure out the story of these kids, man. And I'll be telling people, just because you figure out their story don't mean you giving them excuse all the time. But it's that day, like the little boy, he was spazzed out. And then we come to find out like his mama be messing with other women with hella other kids. So now he's living that's
breaking kids.
It is.
And they don't be knowing it's breaking.
It's breaking. Like so you mess with this woman with 4 kids. You got 6, 7 of them. So now he came to school one day. He was like, "It's too many kids in the house." And now he's already getting guilt tripped because that he is technically the cause of death for his youngest sibling. Because they put the baby in the bed, he sleeps hard, rolled over, and suffocated the kid. Now, why is this baby in the bed with 7 other kids? That's number one. Why is the baby near him? Y'all know he sleep hard, and I know he sleep hard because he'll do all that spaz now. They put him in school with me. He crashed. Everybody be like, he sleep. I'm like, bro, do y'all want him up? Right. Okay. I'm like, but I have moved. I had 10 minutes to get him out of in school to move to the bench outside of there. Once I went back in the room, he's back knocked. Took me another 5 minutes to get him to move to the couch downstairs because he sleeps so hard. At that point, he fell back asleep. I picked him up, put him on my shoulder, walked him and put him in the van for their crib. And he didn't wake up one time. I see how he slept on that little kid. Yeah. And so it's just like, this baby don't get no love at the crib. Y'all, I seen his mama come to school and interact with him. You treating the other kids cool, but you treat him like he a motherfucking issue.
Because you mad at him.
Because you mad because you the cause of his fucking anger.
That is.
And he just want to go home with you. I don't want to. Like, man, take this nigga home. Like, bro, it's the last day of school. Take him home early, all of that. And I'm just like.
You know what this mama sounds like? A Jada Pinkett.
That heifer. This heifer Jada.
At a cord. Let me get that cord.
right there.
This one.
This droid cord.
Oh,
that was all the droid.
No. Get what you have the cord you need.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stay on.
Look, I'm an iPhone person, but I still got the USB-C now with the 15 Pro Max.
Yeah, good old iPhone said, hey, y'all, we like y'all.
That was forced.
Yeah,
That
Japan. Europe said they can't sell iPhones over there until they switch.
Told Apple that they could not sell iPhones in Europe anymore unless
I
they
didn't know
switched
that.
it. Yeah, that was the only reason they switched.
Because
They had just went to the
and that must
to the
mean
Lightning cable.
look, that just tell you Europe got a crazy market for them switch their whole game plan up. It's like
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize everybody in Europe has an iPhone.
Oh yeah,
like when me and the wife was over there, if your AirDrop was on, it didn't matter where you was at. Random shit was just coming because that's how they do a lot of their marketing.
Yeah,
they do like marketing for like parties and shit.
Yeah,
they just go to a restaurant, AirDrop to everybody that can do it, and they just boop 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 boop. You getting flyers like.
First of all, that's genius.
It is. No, I've seen it done here.
Yeah,
I'd have been in the club and some shit just popped up on my motherfucking phone. I was like,
I'm with that.
That's smart.
Hey, that's
it's
called
smart.
marketing, sir. That's what with school for.
But Jada,
bro. So she going around talking about. She calls it the holy slap. What Will did to Chris and said it saved their marriage. How the fuck? I just won't.
I don't like her no more.
I don't. What I don't like about her is the fact that you've been eating it up. First of all, you said quietly for months after that shit. Then now you try to act like, oh, it saved my marriage. How it saved it? But you still going around lusting over this dead man that wasn't worried about you. I also heard Jada Pinkett was fucking with MC Light. It's another story for another day.
You know what?
But
that's like all the bad shit in the movies that happened to Jada. I feel like she deserves.
And low key, like the post said, Will Smith, stop letting a C-list actor stress you out.
Morpheus left your ass
outside.
Wow.
That's why.
Look, I forgot she was even in the Matrix, bro.
Hey, that's why Nate ass gave her that $40. You know what I'm saying?
Them ugly ass braids.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, you know what? That's why Bokeem Woodbine shot her.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
To get shot by a nigga with the last name Woodbine is horrible. I want to meet his people because is he like a junior? Where do you realize you got 9 months and you came up with Bokeem? It's got to be some strong African ties to that name.
They wanted him to have the most unique name in the world.
His name fits his face.
Because the crazy part about it is, you know that cat name.
Look, and you see him, you like, I see him like, you look like a Bokeem, nigga.
Who is the guy they say like he like the evil version of who is the dude that look like him?
But that's his brother, I think.
Is it?
It's his. I think it's his brother.
What's his name?
I can't think of the brother. They say he like
I know
side by side.
I know.
What's my guy? God, they're played in This Christmas. They're played the firefighter.
I know you don't. No, come on.
They played the firefighter.
Listen, I bet I could Google it like this. Nigga that looks like Bokeem Woodbine.
Oh my god.
That's Bokeem.
You should put Bokeem lookalike.
Evil Bokeem Woodbine.
Evil Bokeem.
Somebody done looked this up before.
Because I remember seeing the picture like, hey, Bokeem looked like this person, like the evil version of.
Oh, we got it. Yes, no, baby, no, yeah.
No.
Oh my god, evil Bokeem Woodbine, ladies and gentlemen.
It's crazy because I know who you talking about.
Please find it.
I know exactly who you talking about.
Please find it.
I just can't think of his name.
Here we go.
What's his name?
It's no, they say Dave Chappelle. No, not Dave Chappelle.
I was gonna say that's Bokeem. Bokeem.
It's gonna mess with me now.
Right.
Bokeem looking like.
Getting that one thing that you gotta do.
And it's gonna bug me till I figure this shit out, bro. They keep putting Dave Chappelle, bro. He do not look like Dave Chappelle. But I know who you talking about. I just can't think of dude's name.
I can't get it out.
And I feel like Dave Chappelle, the one they called him evil Bokeem Woodbine.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's Dave Chappelle. He a whole fool.
Bro, Dave Chappelle's the funniest.
Mekhi Phifer.
There it is.
Mekhi Phifer.
There it is. And we're good.
I
was sure about to be like, let me just.
I caught this girl at my school, Future from 8 Mile. This little girl got them locks. How he had them. She every time she always get on my nerve in basketball. I'll be like, hey, Mekhi, shut up. Every time she do something stupid, I'm like, nah, I'm not done diggy. Smoking that liggy. 10 freaking girls and died that 10 diggy. She like, Mr. A, what are you talking about?
Hey,
That's
you know
what
I
you
love when I can quote old movies and kids have no idea.
And they just be like,
Look,
what?
no, she said Bokeem Woodbine is the evil Dave Chappelle. That's what they call it. They said Bokeem Woodbine is the evil Dave Chappelle. I can see it that way versus the other way around. Shout out to my dog DeAndre Patterson.
What up, bro?
Bob D over there. But
Hey, before we go on, I realized one thing I didn't get a chance to say.
we've been jamming in there.
Oh yeah, hey, great man. We move.
I love a good episode, man.
Hey, look here.
Before we move on, we got a couple more random topics before we get in this interview. Shout out to we both have a lot of good friends that are mourning right now, and I gotta give a shout out to. I didn't meet this brother personally, but I see a lot of brothers who are hurting right now.
Mr. James Eatman, man.
Mr. James Eatman, brother Eatman, a member of the Alpha Psi chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
As somebody who went to Lincoln, shout out to my homeboys, Matthew Moore, aka we call him Soy Sauce. He Korean and black, that was his name.
First of all,
but he was my Mr. When I served on the Royal Court, he was my Mr. Lincoln. I did it with him. Matter of fact, he's one of my good friends. So he asked me, like, hey, bro, I need you to be Mr. Junior. And you ain't got to run against nobody. You ain't got to do the contest. Say less. I'm in there. It gave me a new experience, try some new shit out.
Yeah.
But I got to meet Mr. Eatman because of him. He's Sauce is an alpha too. He wasn't at the time, but that's another story. But he is now. Finally got to come back around and make that happen. But Mr. Eatman, everybody at Lincoln he is known through Alpha Psi as the man, the myth, and the legend.
Yeah, that's great.
And I've literally seen that.
Like, that's all you see. And it's a post going around with him talking to, I don't know what line it is. It's like 3 or 4 of them, but he's giving like that big OG brother speech, just letting them know, like, this is what Alpha is about. This is what you signed up for your brotherhood, your obligation to this. Yeah. And I call him the strongest handshake this side of the Mississippi. I ain't never had a nigga shake my hand so hard. Like, bro, I got to meet him. Like, it was homecoming. He was like, hey, bro, he's like, hey, I want you to come with me. He called him his pops. Like, he was like, bro, I want you to meet my dad, bro. Like, this my dude. His name is Mr. Eatman. And he like, bro, he is that nigga in Alpha. I met him. He's like, how you doing, bro? He shook my hand. I left. I turned around. I was like, God damn, nigga. Like, bro, he is diesel. Like, bro, but he was a good dude. I think he crossed in 96. Matter of fact, I
keep talking for all 2000.
He crossed it. I think he's 96. One of his line brothers on my Facebook named Ron Jones. He went to Lincoln. He's actually like a black. Is it?
You said Ron?
Yeah.
He makes sense too, ain't he?
No, I don't think Ron don't make sense.
Dark skin,
beard, glasses.
I think he.
I mean, if he is, I don't know nothing about it.
I think he is. We'll talk.
We have to talk.
I think so.
But Mr. Eatman was a cool dude, and I saw the message in a group chat I got with some friends from Lincoln, some homegirls, and they was just like, "Man, I don't know if you y'all." He's like, "Hey, man, Mr. E." They sent us the article. Unfortunately, he was in a motherfucker take it. Yeah,
he's square.
Learn something every day.
I remember when he got raised.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. But that's his LB. And I got to meet him through some other stuff before, and that's how I found out he went to Lincoln and all of that. But it's a sad day at Lincoln because it's like one of them people like you expect to live forever. Like, and I just know, like, I know his KC finna be flooded. Yeah. With Alpha Psi from Lincoln. Like, I feel like the whole chapter gonna find a way somehow to get there because he that person you have to know.
Yeah, clearly.
Within Alpha Psi, like, especially if you were ace captain. Yeah. You have to meet this man. You gotta go through that man. He want to do just like you see him. It's like, okay.
All right.
All right, fuck it. I'm here for this.
Like I signed up for this. So
but he man, I had a cool talk with him, just meeting him that time, and it was just on some like, hey, if you good with him, you can call me. You good with me too. Yeah. I love this kid. So if you a brother and a friend to him, you are a brother and a friend to me. And I met him maybe one time, maybe another time after that. Mm-hmm. So to see it, it's like it affected me too. Yeah. And I always tell people, I feel like Lincoln cursed, bro. Lincoln lose so many hits. Like since I've been at Lincoln in 2009, 25, 30 people I've known has died, whether it's getting killed, stabbed, car accident. And that was his. Somebody stole a Hyundai driving at a fast rate, ran through the light, came through the intersection, hit his Cadillac, and he died on impact at the scene.
And I what made me definitely want to say something about that. I know a lot of brothers who I rock with personally, and brothers we've had on the show who I know are mourning right now, man. So brother Lindsay, brother Goodwin, man, my heart and my love is with you, brothers, man, and the loss of your fraternity, brother, man. And to Lincoln, y'all know I'm like honorary LU. I love LU, and man, I know a lot.
That's a big blow for Lincoln, man. Yeah. That's a huge blow.
Blessings to the family,
and like I'm talking, that's a huge blow just across the board. Some way capacity, if you got to meet, dude, it's just like, damn, that's a good dude. And that's all I was telling people. I'm like, if I got one memory, that man got the strongest handshake I've ever seen. He's look you dead in your eyes, shake your hand. It was just like
that man.
And like you had to like, yeah. Boy, you turn around, like I was like, nigga, why you ain't tell me that nigga squeeze your hand that hard, bro? It was like he shook my hand, bro, and crumpled my whole shit together. I felt these parts touch.
Oh my god.
I was thinking, I was like, my shit broke, fam. I was like, I don't want to see that man in no capacity, none whatsoever. I don't want to high five this, bro. I feel like he one of the people. He got one punch. He taking out 4-5 people in one swing, bro. So man, like Alpha Side, man, my heart's with y'all. Lincoln Pier, you always know what it is with me. I got 1866 tatted on my arm for a reason. I love Lincoln to the death for me, man.
I say we get into that.
Hey, yeah, fuck these other two.
Let's go.
Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors weird.
JLR, man, you brought up something earlier, man, and I feel like before we get into this interview, we gotta talk.
It's what I call it the slippery slope topic because it's always a run and gun Facebook topic. It was recently initiated by Miss Morgan Casey, whom, if you do catch this episode, Morgan, I would love to get you on this show.
She's amazing
because you're doing that thing. Her mom's amazing as well. Ooh, I got to shoot an event 2 years ago. I was supposed to do it this year too, but something happened and didn't work out. But I got to shoot it. Her mom runs a company called Ungun. You'll see like the flyers all around. And bro, she was in there doing this with this other lady doing this soundbone shit. And it was like, I ain't never sat through something that was so. I knew it wasn't for me. It was a women's event. Yeah. I'm the only dude in the whole building. I left that mug and had to send a message. I was like, ma'am, I don't know what you did. But the peace and serene and like my mental state after leaving this building, like bro, I felt like I feel like I needed to go sit in the middle of the floor, cross my legs, and I would start floating. Like, bro,
you was on your Andre.
Listen, I was on my New Blue Sun. Yeah. Well, shout out to that because I do play that album. Yeah. Just when I'm sitting around doing shit.
Wait, well,
the Andre 3K.
First of all, I listen to it. Because I'm one of them people that listen to vibrational stuff. Yeah. I listen to stuff that put the chi together, put all this together. I'm cool with it. So I don't know why everybody complains.
Because niggas ain't used to that.
We can't.
We wanted him to come out there like so. Like a type of text to this girl I used to see.
Yeah, like you know what? I really felt this today. I'm in my class and my kids working on their final, right? Yeah. And we're gonna final presentation now. And you know how the room quiet. Yeah. Room quiet. Kids got headphones on. Kid right next to my desk. First thing I heard is "First of the Month" by Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm like, wait, hold. I'm looking. I'm like, it's the first of the month. Then after that, it was Space Age Pimpin'. Oh no! And I told him, I said, "That's the greatest love song of all time." And then after that, it was me and you,
young sir.
And I told him, I said, "Hey, Josiah, pull your head." He's like, "What's up?" I said, "How old are you?" He's like 17. I said, "No, you're not. You're 42.
You a good 42.
Young sir, might I interest you in the aux? Because you're doing the damn thing, sir." But I'm like, bro, listen.
That's exactly what I was like. Hey, in a minute, I'm gonna just say take the headphones off.
But you could tell the type of parents some kids got. Cause we got the family. I call them the C family, just to not give out their full. Not to say they full last name. They last name start with C. But our lunch lady, Miss Nikki, she always playing like R&B music, whether it's old school, it's sliding in some newer stuff. But it be stuff that come on that one kid, they just start singing. I'll be looking, we'll always turn back. I'm like, I'm like, but that's what it be. And he knows it word for it be songs like they know. I'm like, hey, and he be third grade. I'm like, how do you? He's like, my mama listens. He's like, this is my favorite song. I love this song. And he be in here just stop doing whatever all the kids doing playing. He go sit by the first bench that's near her. And he just be over there singing the songs and humming. I love kids like that because it's like, I know you like good music. Yeah. He don't need. I ain't heard him do a rap song yet, but a good R&B song come on, they gonna come through the whole, and don't let it be something they all know. Yeah. Boy, that SZA Snooze came on her song. First of all, shout out to SZA because I love that song with all my heart and soul.
I dig it. I love it.
I sing the song. I love her. Sizzlana. That's her name.
I bet you do.
Sizzlana.
I bet you do.
Listen.
I think all of us love that video.
If I can be the bra strap on your wall for one night, young madam, you always hear like you one of God's favorites. Sizzlana, you are one of God's favorites. Like,
honestly, between her, between SZA and her,
listen, her is probably one of the most beautiful women. I remember the first time I saw her take them glasses off. I was like, who?
I saw her at the NBA game.
I said, that's her. And that's the crazy part. I wonder if that's why she picked her name. I'm like, that's her.
Because she is her.
Yeah, and I'm like,
she's definitely her.
She'll hate me as a boyfriend. Why are you looking at me? I'm like, bro, I'll just be crying. Why you so
essence of beauty? Like,
why you so motherfucking fast?
I watched the Beauty and the Beast this year, and I was just like, my wife was like, how do you like it? I love it.
You don't even realize how, bro, I seen her in this, like, I didn't even realize she had all that body and was that cold. So I saw her in the film, I was like,
bro, she wore big clothes, and I'm like,
she do it on purpose.
She always wore them glasses.
She do it.
Them eyes and
but bro, listen, as a woman, bro, on a woman, since she the second coming of Prince.
Yeah.
Have you seen her on the stage? I seen her pull that guitar out. I was like,
I swear.
You start tapping stuff in your pocket, I'll give you whatever I got on me, baby.
Like,
for a hug.
I honestly, her, SZA, Janelle Monáe.
Like,
I try not to like.
Janelle just get cracked.
You know what I'm saying?
I know where you was going.
Because she be weird. I liked her. Now, mind you, I did not like when she was dressing like the Planters Peanut Man. All the goddamn time. She was dressed like the Planters Peanut Man for a long time. And then I think she realized like that's not working. Yeah. And now sometimes it's just she overdo it. It's like every time I say, hey, my name's Janelle Monáe. Like, hey, baby, we get it. You got some nice ass titties. Baby, you ain't got to show
that video.
No,
Jesus
when I saw her swimming in that water,
I feel bad.
I had to take my contact out and put it back in. I'm like, that's a titty.
My joint is dry.
And that's a good titty. That's one of them like, man, I don't mean to be rude, but you got some really nice titties. Like, I don't want to see them touch nothing.
It was hilarious.
I have not listened to that song yet.
You saw
the video is on my phone. Every time I see the
just
video,
mute that motherfucker.
Hey, I was on the plane. I was watching the video.
Janelle, I love you.
I can hear everything my wife was saying. Like,
what you doing, man?
Hey, like looking at her video is like watching like soft. Like it takes me back to like Cinemax After Dark.
Her should have been that one video they had the outro on cut. It's like we don't want to put it with the rap, but it's enough in here. But that's his line. First of all, shout out to her and shout out to the nigga that put that booty on her. Because she got the greatest surgeon this side of the Mississippi because that jello still got jam.
It got jigglage.
Listen, when I see her, I tell everybody, what's your first word? SZA's going pink eye gang.
You know what?
Pink eye gang. Why? Because I'm putting my face in it.
Oh my God.
Says, like her grandma come on and says, Lama, you know.
Take that boy with that beard over there. Which one? All three of them.
You gonna see me all down like says she give me any chance, boy. She give me that hug. I'm whispering. I'm like, hey, I got a girlfriend. I just want you to let you know I love her. But if you say the word, you say jump, you don't gotta ask her how high. I've already left the ground. Because Sizzlana, I would never. She would get tired of me saying her full name, and she would drop a new album. It's called Llama.
I think it's on the way.
Yes, she just teased it with the cover. And I was just like, I gotta listen to it. I got to listen because she makes good ass music.
And you know, I had heard the song, but y'all know I'm a band head, so I went to every football game I went to this season.
Yeah.
Every HBCU band I saw this season plays Snoopy's.
But
every single one.
It's like, why wouldn't you?
It sounded
the song
great.
is the song is
got damage.
It's the
when they do damage.
Ooh.
And then they put the lights blue.
Oh yeah,
all the way. Oh my God,
I like it. I love when bands do a good R&B song.
Oh man.
So first of all, before we even go, shout out to that band clip going around. That brother on that trombone going crazy.
What you mean? Playing Black and Blues? It's just the trombone section.
Yeah,
that is actually like 3 or 4 years.
I know it's old, but I just like it. Go. I've said it before, but I just like it.
Actually, and what people don't realize, he actually did that in high school first.
Yeah.
He did it in high school and then ended up going to college. So he went to Benedict, or he's at Benedict College in South Carolina. Yes. I actually went to see them last season.
Right.
Oh no, either last season, no, 2 seasons ago, 21. Went to Indianapolis to see them, and they did an old school blues song. I can't think of the name of the song they did, but they allowed him to do a solo from the stage.
That young man deserves all 4
solo in a marching band. It's ridiculous.
And you a bad motherfucker for somebody want to give you the solo. But look, my nigga Jahi could do that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
shout out my brother. His name is Jahi Eskridge.
And he got them lungs too.
Yeah, and he from here. U City, St. Louis. He full ride at Lincoln to play the trombone.
Actually, is he grandson or nephew?
He is the grandson of Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Yes. And the crazy part is he won't. And the crazy part is Kobe is his best friend. He won't. Kobe's like, bro, I didn't even know that. He won't tell. He didn't tell. He don't walk around and tell people that.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, my mama, that's my mama, daddy, like type shit. Yeah. Like, but the gene, everything you hear about Chuck Berry, he is a rock star within himself. Yeah. But I see me and him one time went out. Shout out to local legends on the east side. I love popping. That's my spot, just to go pop up, hear some good live music. Shout out to brother Will Robin at After 7. Hey, Will, tell After 7. Because y'all actually got 2 things coming.
They got multiple shows.
Yes, they do
that's not St. Louis City Winery.
That's Atlanta.
That's Atlanta City Winery.
They finna do a rock the mic thing, like that past the mic.
Yeah, they get
with a bunch of acts.
So I'm actually going to the one in Houston.
Okay.
So they got one in Charlotte. They got one in Houston. Man,
we can do y'all virtual. Y'all ain't got to be here.
First of all, you know, not me and Nico get to know Will on a deeper level because he's our Masonic brother.
Right, y'all know.
Will. I consider Will to be one of my best friends. Yeah. Will is my son's godfather.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be on his soon.
Will was my instructor coming in.
And Will is that brother, that friend. I've known Will since I was in high school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do him like this, but I have to. I knew Will when we called him Billy. You know what I'm saying? Like
hold on, man. I don't know about that name.
See, when we were younger, that was Billy. Like my sister still calls him Billy.
Everybody got them.
And then went to college. Right. Pledged Kappa. I tell him, I say, hey, Kappa changed you, bro. Oh, yeah. He came back home. I was like, what up, Billy? He said, I go by Will now.
First of all, my name is Will.
You know what I'm saying? Will with one L.
So don't, it's not Will, it's Will. You gotta say Will. It's like when you gotta do it right after you say the L. Be quiet.
You know, but man, shout out to Will, man. He's living the dream right now. Yeah. Man. Not just to be on stage with who he's on stage with, which is a legend in himself. Right?
But no, he owned that motherfucker,
bro.
Like getting real parts,
like leading songs.
Like you not just no third nigga they needed.
Yeah. Come on, that's weird. Oh, he's always been okay. First of all, when I started singing, I started paying attention to him. Started paying him.
Will one of the coldest.
Shout out to the sport, Justin.
Right. It was certain people like that. I paid attention. I said, "Oh man, I want that smoothness. I'll take that." I'm
gonna tell you right now, how Justin Hoskins did a Prince tribute.
I didn't even know he could sing.
Oh my God!
Come on!
I didn't know. I see. He was on Facebook. I ain't seen him in a minute.
I knew Justin years ago. So Will did a show years ago. Mm-hmm. I want to say probably about 8 years ago. It was Will, Justin Hoskins, and Chris Two-Way Jones. Mm-hmm. They did a tribute show. It was like groups.
So that was supposed to be a group thing because it was supposed to be like just like Joe to see and all them and everything.
And man, I worked the door for him. It was down at the Kransberg.
Yeah.
I worked the door for him, man. Every show sold out.
Come on, bro.
And Justin, St. Louis, and that's another thing where we had that conversation. St. Louis don't really support it. And it might support it as rappers, but if I talk to Lou Tribe, if I talk to Nando, I don't know if St. Louis really get behind them. Because I know when Big Girl come in here and she talking about the artists she worked with and all that, that support may not always be there. But when I look at brothers like Will, JLR, Justin, Two-Way, and I'm like, these are straight. These are artists that need to be on the grand scale. These are artists who, when you hear their music, I got songs that Will never released on my phone, right?
We've been playing the song we got with you and Grease since it's been on since Grease. It's been on every episode since then.
I appreciate it.
Every episode
it's
since
a
then.
Stone Cold Bop. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the whole thing. What we trying to do is just bring
it back. He done told us about the problem. I'm so ready for this project. I'm so ready for this project.
Sir.
I already know it's gonna be. If I could get a whole album EP of that, and I got the mind you, before we leave, I got another song too. I got another one.
Wait a minute, what he said?
What was? Because remember he sent me two of them.
He sent you two.
It might be yesterday, because yesterday.
I think. Let me see. Is it
on yesterday? When you hear it, everybody says, "Bro, y'all going back to them Billy Ocean days."
I don't think people understand that we gotta go back because
I need niggas
so far away from where we were.
I need niggas singing in the rain again, man.
What gets most people? What raises most people?
Yep. Yesterday remix.
Our movies and our music. If those change, right? Because I'll tell you, I just did I teach African American studies, so I do a part where I talk about Black music and I do Black movies.
Yeah. And
I was going through 25 Black movies from the 80s, 25 Black movies from the 90s that you should see.
Yeah.
And I would ask my students, how many of y'all seen this? And how many kids that had, when I said Boys in the Hood, every hand. Menace Society, every hand. But something like Boomerang that showed people that were successful and executives.
Black owned.
Never heard of it.
How many of y'all seen Idlewild?
Yeah, like they don't.
One of the greatest fucking movies ever.
Right, come on, dog. Come on, bro.
I still to this day, Idlewild is Idlewild is a great movie. Absolutely great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so when I try to get them to understand, we change our music.
Yeah.
We change our movies. We can kind of get back to some of this foundational pieces that changes that.
I need a nigga right now singing in the rain.
Right now is, can my mama, my daddy, my little brother, my auntie, my granddaddy, can all of us sit and watch BET Soul like we used to? Can we watch BET? Here it is.
Where's Donnie Simpson?
Here it is, because I even had to say that on another podcast. I literally sat there, I said, the problem with music today is that we all can't sit in front of the TV right now. We listen to Sade together.
That part.
Yeah.
We listened to the Isley Brothers together. We did all this stuff together. And we was all singing Bad Boy with Luther Vandross together. Yeah. The whole thing is we can't do that no more. And that's the problem.
And you know, because when you think about it, Ron Isley been in this game since 1959.
Okay, wait a minute, slight flex. I just did.
Oh no,
we got that. We bring that up soon.
Okay, go ahead.
While we talk about
we ain't hear that. Go ahead.
Shout out to when he came back with that song. The realest nigga in the world. That Rick, and I knew when I heard it, I'm like, Rick Ross wrote this. I'm like, this sounds like some good old Ricky Rose.
His wife, his wife and him wrote that song. You know that I'm the plug. You know I got it. And I was like, wait, what? It was by accident.
And you know what the crazy thing is? We talk about rebrands.
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell me that in 2000, when Ron Isley comes back and I'm Mr. Big now.
Mr. Big.
Listen, Ronald, I know you be here. I don't know when you be leaving.
Ron still lives here, doesn't he?
Yeah. He still go to church here and everything. Yeah. Ron, if you ever catch this, please, I would love to talk to you. Bro. I mean, we don't got to do none of the random topics. We ain't got to do none of that. Bro. I just want to talk to you and tell you how Contagious changed my life. Man. I have been singing 3 parts to a song ever since. That song alone made niggas comfortable with singing the woman part.
Man,
that part.
Man.
I don't know where y'all put JS at after that. Because them some fine sisters.
He married one.
That's his wife.
Is it?
Candy is his wife.
The one of the girls in JS is his wife.
Yes, Candy is his wife.
I'll be there.
Because she still sings backup for him.
Yes.
When I went to see them in Cincinnati for the Cincinnati Soul Fest. First of all, dope ass lineup. Ari Lennox, SW.
Yeah, she can't come with you because the crush I used to have on JS growing up. She can't come on. I just need to talk to you.
She be up on stage.
I know she do because she was looking good back then. I was like,
beautiful woman. That's all I can say. I can't say too much.
Busted. Oh, you busted. That's my shit. Bro, Ronald Isley has had the greatest rebrand every time he rebrands every time he needs to. He understands that I can still be me. Can't nobody sing like I can do this, but I can give you a newer essence to the shit and still make it make sense.
And still doing it at 83.
And look good.
And the fact, 1959, my mama was born in 59.
Come on, bro.
My mama wasn't even born yet.
And the fact that, and what people fail to realize, 1959 was their first hit.
Shaking the baby.
Not, oh, we just, we young. Yeah. No, your first hit.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they, Twist and Shout, the shout, don't put your hands up and shout, come on.
And the crazy part is,
he said that was an accident. It's a freestyle.
But it sounds like it. It sounds like a nigga that just like a little bit softer now. But the whole song gives me the vibe of a nigga that was just up there doing his thing.
He literally sat there and said, all I was doing was the same thing Ray Charles did. Hey, hey. And next thing you know, he said, get my hands up. And everybody was singing, shout. And that's how they won.
That's what you started listening.
And it's a one take.
Hey, don't forget to say you will. God damn it.
And to give us the classics that they gave us over the generations. Before you even get to a Contagious, before you even get to a Busted.
Right. You still gotta go all the way.
Voyage to Atlantis? Summer Breeze? My daughter is named Jasmine because of you.
Oh no, to actually touch the actual guitar that song played.
Ernie. Hey,
I would have put my hand in the jar.
My wife and I
had the original roll sitting on it.
My wife and I, when they did Summer Breeze.
I know you. That was one of the moments you just like, bro, stay professional. Stay professional as best as you can.
I tried. It was the hardest thing in the world.
I know.
And I know we're gonna get to that here, but
okay, go ahead.
Did you have that all this is literally Ron Isley that I'm looking at.
When
this is Ron and Ernie right here.
When he came down the stairs.
Was there an aura?
Bro.
Nigga looked like he glowed when he walked
down the stairs. All you heard was hello, hello. And you was just like, I'm holding my camera like,
You should have like,
how you doing, Mr. Isaac? How you doing?
No, I ain't tearing up, nigga. Why your house cold? Shit, bro. I'm like, can we do these pictures quick so I can just talk to you?
And I just have a feeling that as smooth as he is, he was dropping gems.
Bro, we'll bring the podcast to you.
Ron. But that's what the other podcast did.
We'll bring that.
That was his basement.
His shit moves. Tweezy will come too. He'll bring it.
No, I'm just gonna put it out.
9 of this.
St. Louis got a network. If somebody, I ain't gonna put it on JLR. That's too much. But if somebody know Ron, please.
He cool as a fan.
I'm finna DM Ron every day till he get tired of me.
When I sit there and text, we was at the Black Girls Rock. Shout out to the Black Girls Rock award show. He took pictures with every last person. I said, Mr. Isaac, you okay? He said, oh no, just gonna leave me some water.
When you were playing shit like that, don't phase you, nigga. I'd have been through Jerry Curtin. Nigga, I'd have been through every phase of life. I'm motherfucking ride. Like, nigga, ain't shit phasing me, bro. Like, nigga, I'd have been through every hairstyle. I'd have been through every phase, and I still got a little curl kid up here at 83, and it look good. I can still pull your mammy, boy, and your grandmammy.
Right. Fuck around, pull your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all seen his wife. Yeah. So we all like this. They can probably pull whoever you want. You know what I'm saying?
He one of them. You stick. I'm like, is that who I think
he is? One of them original OGs.
Like, that's you.
And I'm sure he gangsters. I'm sure.
You're the
I mean,
realest
Like
nigga in the
that
world.
Mr. Big is not a fake. I have a
I'm
feeling
the realest
that's
nigga in the
really him.
That plug song is my shit.
Harvey said that. He said, "Oh no, this is the real Mr. Big."
Yeah.
He said, "No, ain't no way y'all can not call him Mr. Big. He is.
Like
He don't play."
Any nigga that put out a song in '83 talking about he the plug, I'm not fucking with him. He could really be.
Say 2 Chainz. Go ahead and get on this.
Hey, you know what's
bro?
crazy?
I couldn't even fathom being 2 Chainz like you, Mr. Rap. You
Me?
want me to rap on your shit, bro?
Me?
The fact that he was sitting there saying, "Hey man, we should call Ice Cube, and maybe we should redo the Today Was a Good Day and put my voice on." I said, first of all, sir,
Ooh,
sir,
you are.
sir.
Boy, if I was Ice Cube, you know what's crazy? That's dope, bro. And I watched that. Not even talking about your sports before we go into the interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just talking about celebrities meeting celebrities. I watched this podcast. Shout out to Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson, the Knuckleheads podcast. Them was always been my 2 favorite tandem players in the league since they came together because they just switched shit up. Like they started that high flying, throwing that shit. They started that nigga. We finna just hoop. Like we out here hooping like niggas hoop at the park. And I watched them interviewing Dame Lillard. And Dame Lillard probably the top 75. He's like, bro, you know, I walked in the room. It's like, yeah, you see Magic and all this. It's just like, yeah, bro. It's like, I'm in here. He's like, bro, but then that nigga Mike show up. He's like, bro. He's like, bro. He was like, bro, I ain't even. He's like, I just saw that nigga walk in the room. And I couldn't talk. He's like, I'm just like, nigga, that's Michael Jordan. He's like,
Mike. And to see how people looked at that man when he walked in that room, it was like, there go Carmelo Anthony, there go Brian over there. AI right there. When I say this man walked in,
you bodyguarded for that?
I was just like, oh.
You bodyguarded for that?
Who?
For the 75?
Yeah. This was back in, he came to 7. He came to Club 7. That's exactly what happened. He came to, right, I know, right? He came to Club 7.
Oh, I had
and next thing you know, they said, "Hey Joe, can you watch this?"
That's why I had to say Joe of all trades,
man.
Because my man's literally.
God, he's like, yeah, nigga, I can take your picture. I can bodyguard you.
You know what I'm saying?
Teach a kid.
So we can get into this because I got to talk more about Ron in a minute. JLR, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself and what you do.
First of all, my name is Joe Richardson. JLR Photo Design was created while I was in college. Actually, it was just JLR Photography. And next thing you know, my English my teacher, she was like a British and everything. She was just like, why don't you just, it's just too long. I said, okay. She said, well, you just don't do photography, you do graphic design. And next thing you know, she said, I was like, JLR Photo Design. Nope, I'm looking it all up online and trying to see, oh man, this name ain't not snatched up. Okay, that's my name. Yep. JLR Photo Design. I've been shooting since I was 19.
I know.
Got my first film camera, 1976 Canon AE1. That was my first. That was given to me because I was going down there to the flood walls, and I was taking, back in the day, the little point and shoot, So next thing you know, I took pictures with it. My man said, "What you shoot this with? Canon, Nikon?" I said, "A Walgreens film camera."
Yeah.
He said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Hold on." Went back, pulled out 10 rolls of film and said, "That's yours, and this camera is as well, and the lens." And I said, "Okay, cool." I said, "What I'm gonna do with this?" He said, "You about to learn how to be a photographer." He said, "You got the eye, dog."
He said, "You had the eye."
And then the eye became graphic design. I am an HBCU person. I am a 2-degree person. I put in a lot of work, man. Bodyguard, ex-MMA fighter, MMA champion, black belt, Taekwondo. I have been doing so much in my life. Golden Gloves champion. Yeah. I'm the type of person where I like to learn. I'm a learner. When I sit here and tell you I put in the work. Let me say this real quick, y'all. Photographers, it's gonna happen. I promise you. Give it time. It's going to happen. And when all you got to do is just keep putting in the work. Talk to the right people. I literally was just with Ronald Isley on a humbug. What does that tell y'all? Which means it can work. All you got to do is put forth the footwork. Get around people. Stop being an introvert. Being an introvert is going to stop you.
That
it's going
shit
to stagnate
hinders you.
My granddaddy used to always tell me, hands down. Don't sit on your hands. My family from Mississippi, Yazoo City, Mississippi. My mother's an educator for 40 years. She city school, public city school, St. Louis public city schools is that. My father worked at General Motors 33 years of his life. My sister's a teacher. The whole thing, businessman, ain't nothing that ain't nothing but in my family, NFL players. This is what we are. But I've been doing this for a long time, man. I appreciate everybody. First of all, everybody who's rocked with me, let me tell y'all, thank you for your support. Because the support that they keep saying is not out here, it's out there. Because I was once one of the people.
I agree.
I was once one of them people sitting there saying, man, they ain't gonna support me. They ain't gonna support me. Let me tell y'all something. Stop thinking locally. Stop it. I thought internationally since college. Why? Because I saw international money. My brother showed me what international money. My cousin, Joe Johnson, who played for the Saints, showed me international money. He said, bro, if you don't start thinking international, you're going to stay broke. And when he said, look here, I will buy you some things. He bought me my first digital camera. He said, no, you do got the eye. He put me on the fields with the Saints. And them cats looking at me like, bro, you out here with a film camera? No. Here you go. The whole thing is, I have put in the footwork. I have put in all the work. I once, look here, I'm the Homer Simpson of St. Louis. Homer Simpson once, I'm a Simpson fan. He put out a list of everything that he did in life just to be one person in life. But basically that is to teach you hands down that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You just got to put in the work. And if you don't put in the footwork, if you don't put in the manpower, you don't put in any of that stuff, nobody going to support you. And if you don't get out here in these streets, they really ain't going to support you. And that's just coming from Joe. Because this is somebody who's 43 years old who thought it wouldn't go. Back then, I saw the vision. I saw it, man. I ain't give up on this thing. Sung in choirs. Somebody loved my voice. Next thing you know, I'm singing, I'm doing Mississippi Mass Choir. Because I'm a tenor. Been singing in churches all my life, bro. The whole thing is, and then put out my own music, put out all this type of stuff. Shout out my brother DJ Reminisce, who believed in me, because it took for a DJ to give me beats. It took for my brother Rashad Whittier, shout out to Rashad Saigu. Yeah. When I sit here and tell you, my man said, "Hey Joe,
R&B only nights.
Come on, man.
Come on, Rashad.
So the whole thing is, he came at me and said, "Joe, I once won an award on songwriting. Let's put some music together." Next thing you know, that shit got international. It went across the world. And then we ain't gonna talk about when I moved over there to Black Love. BLACLUVE. Understand? The love stands for listen, understand, visualize, and experience. For Black, you already understand what it is. When me and Miss Christy,
I'm gonna give you something for Black.
Go ahead.
You're a brother for love, achievement, culture, and knowledge.
Come on, dog.
Come on now. Come on, somebody. I'm just saying. I'm trying to get. I tell my students all the time.
We can end the show off of that one alone.
You know what I'm saying? I tell my students all the time. They be like, "Do you identify?" I teach African American studies, and I tell them, I say, "Hey, this is Black studies." Well, what's that? I'm a brother for love, achievement, culture, and knowledge.
Come on, dog.
And if you understand what all those what that acronym stands for, then you'll understand what you're gonna get out.
It's gonna make you push.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I know you can do the photography, you can do the design. Tell us a little bit more about this music, because a lot of our listeners in these last couple of weeks they heard it's a cold, cold world.
I know y'all done heard it because I've been playing them up.
We played it tonight. So tell me how you really got into like this lane of music that you in.
If I'll be real with you, I paid attention to some music that I didn't like. That's literally what happened. Anderson .Paak said it best. He said, if you don't like the music, create it. I said, okay. And out of nowhere, I just said, all right, I'm going into music. I went into music because I listened to Outkast. I listened to Dungeon Family. I listened to Sade. And I'm from the 80s, y'all. Good music.
Say something.
You got to realize we had Luther Vandross wooing our draws off.
He wasn't even talking to the women.
And that's the whole thing.
And you ain't even realize he was talking to niggas the whole time.
But it was just, the reason why I got into music is because I wanted good music.
Yeah.
The reason I wanted to get into music because I wanted to help with mental health. That's what my next album is about. The next album is called Black Water. The The reason why is because, well, we all know what the water is. So the whole thing is now we about to have a conversation. We about to have some man talk. We about to have some woman talk. We about to break some molds. That's the reason for Black Water. If you listen to the words on Code, the first thing I said is, I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for your ignorance. All your written token belligerence. Dark clouded thoughts on words. Man, it sounds so absurd. You used to speak from the heart, an incredible yet a beautiful thought. You lean-induced mumbling. Yes, I said lean. You lean-induced mumbling. I can see you stumbling even when the style is free. That was a reason behind it. I'm tired.
I'm gonna give y'all that quietly behind.
Right, look at
quietly behind us because I've been trying to win the usher.
This face over.
Like, it's just one of them songs you got to play in the background while a nigga tell you
Like,
his story.
This song can be, I can ride and ride. I can clean the house.
Right.
Ooh, you talk about, bro, this is a good 10 wake everybody the fuck up song. The first one you play.
Because we grew up on the Isley Brothers playing in the background, Al Green and them.
Do you know what woke me up on a Saturday morning? That intro to Sweet Love.
Come on,
that intro to Angel. And you like, as soon as you heard it, Mama blasting that now. If I blast Tupac, you mad.
Come on, bro.
But you blasting Sweet Love. Now I gotta get up and clean the damn bathroom.
But see, but we also didn't realize, now that we know now how music affects us. Me waking up to that type of music. Yes, I was mad to wake up, but I wasn't waking up aggressive.
Yeah.
I wasn't waking up in an angry state unless I went to bed that
Bigger
way.
point.
It's like, that's why I like in the morning at schools we play jazz music. Lately, if I make it in front of everybody, I'll put on Andre album and make them sit there, them little kids sit there and listen to it. I'm like, y'all so used to coming in this motherfucker eating hot chips and candy and listening to Shoot 'em Up, Bang Bang. That I could tell when some of them kids just sitting there relax themselves. They don't even realize they like jazz music. And the kids just start bopping and they say, hey, what's that?
Dude,
And I'm like, bro, it's a whole genre you don't know about.
I was in the classroom playing Spodioty Dope Delicious.
Woo!
And them kids was up in that groove. They was grooving like
That's his shit.
And they just kept sitting there like, hey, Mr. Joe, what's this?
Now who else wanna fuck with Hollywood Call?
Bruh.
Ain't nothing when they hit it.
You ready for this? Then I hit him with an elbow drop. I said, now we're going to pay attention and listen. I turned the lights off, dimmed them, everything. I said, we about to listen to Liberation.
Oh,
That's his favorite song.
God.
That's his favorite song.
Listen to Liberation.
Liberation
There's
is
a
my
fine line
life.
between love and hate. See, look here. That song.
I'm gonna tell you, I had an outer body experience.
Most people have.
Not just to that song. When Erykah Badu came here,
Mm.
it was low key a Dungeon Family reunion because Goody Mob opened up for her,
Yep.
and CeeLo and Goody Mob and Erykah did. And they did Liberation.
I bet it was amazing.
And shout out to Will Robinson again. That was his wedding present to me.
Oh my. Yeah,
With
that's
tickets.
right. Yeah, I remember the story.
And while we're sitting there, my wife and I, because that's our song,
Yeah.
we sat there and we hitting every note. We singing loud.
Right.
And the girl in front of us was like, this y'all shit. If you don't know that this should be your shit, this should be damn near every person's life song. Because if you listen to it, it'll give you the energy to go out to the next day.
Bro, I played it for my wife. She didn't know how to feel. Because she was just like,
Shout out to Chris. What's up, Chris?
I ain't right. She heard this song. She was just looking like, I've never heard this song a day in my life, but it's beautiful.
There's so much knowledge.
I said it's life changing. That song's life changing.
And I love music like that. I like music that make me have to sit there and within my thoughts.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, bro.
Think about the era that we lived in. That's what I want.
Facts. And I want that. And it ain't even, I had it. I got to have that music.
Yes.
I want that for y'all.
Man.
I want that for y'all kids. I want that, like, I can say, like, my son ain't no music person. First person I ever met that just ain't like no music person. But the only music I knew he listened to as a kid was gospel music. He couldn't tell you no rap song, but it was hella gospel. It was one, I can't think of the name now. I got a video on my phone, and I had a homegirl whose daughter died. Her little daughter died, random accident, like a TV fail when they was playing in the crib. But that song was her child's favorite song, and I just so happened to have a video. So when I posted it she was having a bad day, and I posted that in her comments. I was like, I just want to share this with you because my son loved this song. I knew that was your child. and she just boo-hoo. She sent me a message like, bruh, you don't understand what that meant to me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Because he was singing it with so much passion. He doesn't know, but I was like, you got to train them up to realize. I'm like, bro, you can listen to that. I listen to all that shit too. I listen to the bang bang, shoot 'em up, all that. But
come on now,
like,
we live the East Coast, West Coast.
that's what I'm saying.
But
When you want that moment as you getting older now, it's like, I don't need that all day, every day. I want them songs. That's why I can appreciate niggas like Kendrick, J. Cole, or people that's going to talk to my spirit. I need you to talk to my spirit as well as my mind. I need all of that shit.
The point right there. I want to talk to that dark room. That's the whole thing. That's our problem now with our kids now. They still stuck in this dark room. And they don't know how to get out yet.
And the music they listen to don't do nothing but push them in the room, close the door, nigga. But Loki, that's why I think a lot of kids listen like the little dude Rod Wave, because he gives expressive music to where it's like you could tell, like, bro, you may have grew up in that type of vibe, even though he's not making that music. But if you got to be into his music, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you got to listen past the radio shit.
Yeah,
he talked to your soul, bro. He's like, the thoughts he be having, and what he went through. Yeah, I've been there.
I got a lot of kids that listen to him, and they be like, you gotta hear it. And I've gotten to that stage in my age where I realize I'm my parents now. And
I just like, it ain't for me.
My parents really wasn't feeling. And the more rap got into my musical playlist, they really wasn't feeling that.
You know what my mom loved? Notorious. Because she said that baby he's just telling a story. I could tell that sounds like country music, and I'm just like, yeah, mom, his stuff based off country music. Like,
my grandma loved Nelly. My grandma bought 2 albums in her life: Country Grandma and Eminem Marshall Mathers LP, because she said Stan did something to her.
Stan
that
did it to a lot of people,
and she was like, baby, I just can't. How he told this, she's like, you didn't realize he was telling a story from both persons in. You didn't realize it was a note.
Yeah.
That was written, like, you didn't realize, and that's a beautiful written song.
Think about the music they grew up with.
Yeah,
come on now, Hearts of Fire and all this. But think about it. It told a story.
I literally just
together, a special day.
Come on, the amount of songs that we grew up to, that our parents may listen to and that we love, and people will play these songs at their wedding. I realize that some of them are breakup songs.
Yeah.
Before I Let Go is played at everybody's wedding.
You ever notice
that breakup song? Facts. It's Before I Let Go.
Yeah.
Like, it's over.
Yeah.
But that music back then.
Oh man.
I just posted. It was like if you had one concert, Parliament, Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire. Who was the last one? Frankie Beverly and Maze. And I'm just sitting there like, I love all four equally. Could you imagine if they had an Essence Fest back then?
Earth, Wind and Fire. Man. Reasons is one of my favorite songs ever.
The live version.
I was 11 years old at an Earth, Wind and Fire concert. Budweiser Superfest. My father brought me because why? His partner was a promoter of the joint. My father used to own this spot called Casablanca over on McLean.
I know exactly where Casablanca is.
Spot. Him and his 3 pots.
Because my folks lived on Grape.
Yeah.
We passed Casablanca.
I lived on 18 Moore Lane. I'm right up the street.
Man, my cousins lived on Grape, man. We used to pass Casablanca all the time. Yes. I know exactly where you at.
Now, the fact that Frankie Beverly and Maze came to his spot just to get his snoop, come on, bro. The fact that I had how about this? Singing next to Bobby Blue Bland. I was a child, dog.
Man, you done lived a life,
bro. I appreciate the life.
You done lived a life, many.
So we've talked a lot about it. And can you give us a little bit of background on how the Isley Brothers shoot came about?
Oh my God! So first of all, I rocked with the shout out to the homie Thizzle. Thizzle hits up his friend and basically said, the guy was just basically looking for a photographer in St. Louis. He said, "Hey man, rock to my boy Joe." Phil calls me. His name is Phil, and what's the name of the podcast? We Sound Crazy. Amazing podcast. And everything they do on there, I mean, they got some big names. They got some heavy hitters. And you just sitting there like, damn, how you gonna do this? I'm like, okay. So he hits me up and said, "Hey, coming to St. Louis, we got to shoot this podcast, but we need somebody to shoot STS. And if possible, can you do a photo shoot. I said, okay, no, cool. Who am I shooting? We going to Ronald Isley house. I said, I'm sorry, what? wait.
Like, sir, we going where?
We're going, I'm sorry. Wait, Ronald Isley lives in California. Oh, no. He has a house in St. Louis.
Definitely do.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people don't
I think it's
realize.
like, it's
he
different.
lives here. He has.
You go to church here?
But you know, he was his wife before this young lady, Angela Winbush, is from here.
Yeah, she's from here. Yeah.
You know, and so I think that's probably why they settled down here.
Yeah.
You know, she's from here. And shout out to Angela Winbush.
Yeah,
she was fine. She
yes,
fine too. Like,
no, she was over.
And she got hits too.
This is Mr. Biggs we talking about.
Love, like, I know everybody love Avant and Kiki, but the original
My First Love. Oh man, come on. So basically, after that, he said, "This is the date. Here's the key code. We'll see you that day." I said, "Okay." I'm looking at myself like, Joe, you about to shoot Ronald Isley. You're about to shoot Ernie Isley because guess who's going to also be there? Ernie Isley.
And they're the last two.
Yeah, that's one of them. You got to mentally prep yourself for you. I could just picture your ride over there was just in silence.
I'm
like, bro,
until my wife called. My wife said, "You good?" I said, "Baby,
hell no, girl, just run."
That's four.
She like, nigga, this is Ronald fucking Isley. I'm like, girl, hell no, let me get it together.
I'm like, that baby, that's your big player. We good anyway. So I pulled up, man, saw this beautiful house. I'm like, yep, this is Mr. Big's house. This is Mr. Big house. That big ass door opened up, and I said, plaque here, golden plaque there, plaque here.
I know I teared up in that motherfucker.
Go downstairs, okay. Wait a minute, this is downstairs? Oh, damn, this is another house. Okay, cool. The whole crew is setting up. They're in awe because this is Ronald Isley and Isley Brothers. This is Ernie Isley. And next thing you know, Ernie pulls out, boom. Well, I'm sorry, Candy opens up the door for us. So we set up, get everything set up for the podcast. Then next thing you know, it comes down to, so Candy brings us in, shows us the house, looks beautiful. Ernie Isley comes right behind. We all look at her like, oh God.
This motherfucking Ernie.
He has the guitar. You see your face? That's the face I made.
That motherfucker's sick.
Like Summer Breeze came on there.
Bro, yes. And the fact, we was talking about Atlantis.
Yeah. Oh, that's
because think about how Atlantis started. And we just sitting here like, that's the guitar that did Atlantis. The original, and it has diamonds and gold in it. Anywho, as we keep going
rich
down,
nigga shit.
The last person that comes down, because everything is all ready. This man, Mr. Halo himself, Ronald Isley. No glasses, Mr. Big, gray beard, leather pants, black shirt. Showing off.
I just feel like I feel like music play when that nigga walk. Like Superfly.
I couldn't even respond to it, and I just looked at him.
Footsteps in the dark.
Bro,
who's that lady?
Come on, fam.
How y'all doing? I'm like, hey.
Yeah, and literally he just looks at, hey everybody, how everybody doing? I was like, we're doing fine, sir.
My name's Joe.
Right.
Like what? Oh, I thought we was introducing ourselves. I'm Joe. Just like, let me get that out the way now.
Oh my God.
And that's crazy because these niggas just realize, like, bro, I'm just Ryan. It's like, no, nigga.
Probably cool
no, you not just Ryan.
He was chill as all get. And he's just looking at us like, everybody all right? Everybody good? We got food over there. Y'all see food. Y'all gonna take us. And then Ronald Isley has his own alcohol. It's called Contagious.
Bro, you lying to me. Hey, where? I need a bottle.
If I know I can't get you to the south side.
It's online.
I know I can't get you to the south side.
It's called Ronald Isley Contagious.
I need.
It's a brand.
You don't have to do the research.
It's called Ronald Isley Contagious.
Hold on, what the fuck is Ronald Isley Liquid Gold?
That's it. It's actually called Liquid Gold. It's called Contagious.
Shop Ultimate Brandy. Oh, I love me a
and
good brandy.
And he let us taste it. Got a hint of vanilla in that joint. Yeah, I'm sweating.
Wait, look, bro.
He got vodka.
Yeah, it's a vodka. I didn't get a chance to try the vodka, but we tried that brandy, boy, smoother than something.
I'm finna buy a t-shirt.
Here y'all go. So anyway,
look at this nigga got his picture on the glass.
Yes, sir.
It's the realest nigga in the world.
Look at that, but look at this.
It's the realest nigga in the world.
Now here's the crazy part: the only way you can get it is by ordering online right now.
That's cool.
Wait, look, you ain't say less.
But when I say it is the smoothest,
80 proof.
80 proof.
And it's
the cheapest bottle is $90.
Look, they got 100 bottles available with the authentic digital autograph.
And yes, he signs it. Is original because
okay. So if you get the autograph, that's $100 more.
Yeah, so $190.
Just the guy in the background.
I'm about a regular. No,
No,
I'm about an 87 because Ron gonna sign that mug when he do an episode for us. It's called About Intention.
I see it. It's called Contagious Brandy.
Contagious Brandy, and it is amazing.
He'll get tired of me. He'll have to. He's gonna either get tired of me. He'll be like, is there anybody to keep you around?
When I sit here and tell you, it was so freaking smooth. We just sitting there because he said, "Y'all take a sip," and then out of nowhere says, "Every time you take a sip, we gotta say contagious. Raise your glass."
I would have sang a different lyric every sip. Now who'd have thought that you was messing with? He's like, "What you doing?" Oh, my bad, sir.
But when I said tell you, man, it was the most worthy experience. The man was dropping so many gems, and we were just sitting there in awe. That's all we could do. We just sitting there in awe. And his brother Ernie was dropping all the knowledge. The fact that he sat there and teared up because he's just like, I want y'all to understand, this is the greatest vocalist ever alive.
I don't have to agree.
And then he looked at his brother and said, "Oh, and let's not forget, he trained Jimi Hendrix." Yes, my brother Ernie Isley.
He just said Ernie Isley trained
Jimi fucking Hendrix. I have to leave, man. I don't even think I deserve being y'all niggas president.
I still be in awe when I
felt when niggas in front of Shalimar.
83 years old. You've been in the music business.
They can still say
60 plus.
And you ain't missed a step, nigga.
He was up there singing "You're Contagious."
I would have cried.
I
would have cried, bro. It's either cry join in.
Bro, I still have the footage from the concert in my phone. And
he knowing him, he would have appreciated every second of watching.
Ron, while we doing Contagious, am I okay to do Robert's part?
Oh my God!
How do you want to do this? I can do yours if you want to do Robert's.
When he did Contagious that night, he let everybody do the parts. He knew the crowd was gonna do the parts.
Because we don't need you to do this, sir. Sit down. Sit down.
And he does. He sits on a stool the whole time.
And he either got a stool or a couch.
Yep.
So yeah. Like when so we did the Black Girls Rock thing, and which was amazing event. Shout out to the person who did that event. It was an amazing event.
That's crazy.
But when I sit here and tell you, my man sat there in that doggone king's chair, and I said, "Mr. Isley, are you okay with taking pictures?" He said, "I want them all." He said, "I'll take a picture of everybody in this house." I said, "Mr. Isley, are you sure?" He said, "I will take a picture with everybody in this house, Joe." I said, "First of all, you remember my name."
I'm like, "Yeah, it's Joe." Thank you, sir. I'd have been in that motherfucker crying, bro. Hey. And don't you? I always say this, bro. Celebrities, human. We all believe the same thing. It ain't too many people I feel would do that to me. Mm-hmm. And I think it's one of them things like you say that till you there. Yeah. But I really believe that for a lot of people, just like because I done been behind NBA players in places that I know. I'll never forget being in Harold's Chicken behind Darren Williams after they won the gold and they all came to talk to Oprah. Yeah. And I'm sitting there and I was like, this big ass nigga. He turned, I'm like, bro, this fucking Darren Williams. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to bother this man. Yeah. Like he having this moment. Yeah. It's cool for me to know. Now, if it'd have been Mello, I'd have said something. I know Mello smoke weed. And I was like, Mello, you trying to go to the
July. He was in St. Louis. Jason Tatum had an event at Palomino because it was just after the finals was over. And out of nowhere, who walks up? Because they told me it was my first night in Palomino, and out of nowhere because I really don't do security no more. Yeah. But you know, my boy brought me back, and he's just like, man, just for me every Friday. I said, okay, cool. I said, what's the first event? Jason Tatum got an event here tonight. Oh, okay, cool. Who else coming? Carmelo Anthony.
I'm like, you like Mello? I'm like, is we getting regular Mello, hoodie Mello, New York Mello? Which
we
nigga?
Got Mello with a suit. Chilling, flies off.
Mello, I'm about to replace Lala Mello. I'm about to replace Lala.
Mello, bro, I would love to meet that dude. Yeah. It's just like
and he was cool as man.
And that's you, but he give cool nigga demeanor. It's like, bro, I'm just a cool dude, bro. Yeah. He's like, bro, I'm just Mello. Like, you don't got to do it. And that's why I would treat them niggas like regular people because don't nobody want to be all groupied up around. But Ronald, sir,
yeah.
Either you gotta let me get the groupie moment out, or me and you I'll do R. Kelly part. Can you go get your wife? I know her part too, but if she would like to do it for us, cool. I don't want her to work too hard. But sir, how you want to kick this off? I'll start from the doom.
Oh my God.
How you want to do this?
Hey, you know, it'd be funny. Hey, you know, it'd be funny. We need to recreate that.
I'm finna make, bro. I've already thought about that. I thought about that a long time ago. I'm finna do Contagious.
Oh my God.
I'm finna do all 3 parts. No wig.
Hey, no way.
I'm finna make a video. They're gonna be like, bro, this nigga sing all 3 parts.
Look, bro.
Yes.
What I said.
That should have go viral.
Yeah.
Viral, bro.
And you'll have everybody redoing it. Like that should be.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah,
I say go for it. I'll be here.
So I gotta ask you, man.
There you go.
Back on your music.
Yes, sir.
You know, because I realized we almost 3 hours in.
It's been the longest episode we've ever had.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No,
No,
I'll take that back. The 100th episode,
100th
was like
episode.
3.5 hours.
Right.
But this is one of them things like when we go long, this is when it's a good episode.
Yeah. Because you don't sometimes
I don't go to sleep at 12, 1 in the morning anyway.
Wait, look,
so.
we be looking at each other sometimes during the show like, hey,
We gotta
let's
wrap
wrap this shit up.
Hey, hit him with
Right.
that. I'm finna buy one of them buttons. Wrap that shit up, B.
But what has been your favorite experience from, if you add all of them, the photography, the music, the security, what has been your favorite experience?
That's hard to say. I done lived so much, it's ridiculous, bro. I'm not even sure. I done met, I done been a part, I have done, I have shot, I have put people in chokeholds, and I really honestly don't know. Because like prime example, the day I met LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I was 19. No, he was 19 years old when he was coming to the club. And I mean literally he walked, okay, so all them that walked in, Allen Iverson, all these cats that walked in, I'm like, okay, cool. And then here comes one tall 6'9" man walk up, and I said, oh shit, LeBron James. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, you're 19. Come on, dog. And then he slapped me. Wow. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? You know how you talk. And I'm looking at this massive shoulder man.
I want to tell this nigga he need to leave, but this is motherfucking the chosen one. I'm like, is he good? He good?
And that's how you had to take it. It was just like, I'm looking at him, I'm just like, man, come on, man, dog. And he's just like, appreciate you, bro. He walks in, he's like, hey, man, you need anything? I was like, no, I'm good, bro. So he walks back out the club, and he about to walk by himself. And I'm like, dude, you realize you're LeBron James, right? I said, bro, you want me to walk with you? No, bro, I'm good. I'm going right here to this Yukon. I said, okay, cool. What does he do? Spent $1,500 a week. I said, first of all, why you giving me $1,500? He said, bro, it's off the strength, man. He said, you didn't act like a groupie. You was chill. You treated me like a regular person.
You know, I could believe that, and I talked about it last episode. He put, before Rich Paul became who he was, LeBron had added him to the payroll. He said, LeBron called me, asking me all these motherfucking personal questions, and she's like, I'm answering till he asked me for my social. And I kept asking, like, bro, what the fuck you keep? He's like, man, I really need it, bro. I'm trying to do something. He was like, and I'm thinking like, man, this LeBron, he ain't finna do nothing. It's got to be for a purpose. Like, at this point, he's LeBron James at this point in the NBA. He's like, so I give it to him. He's like, how you finna just give a nigga your social? He said, a week later, I get a check in the mail. He said, I call him, I said, hey, man, what's this money for? He's like, bro, you been solid to me. You haven't treated me no different. You ain't acting all fanned out. You don't ask me for nothing. He was like, I need you on my team. He's like, well, shit, I just don't want to be he's like, I just don't want you to give me money. What do I need to be doing? He said, I haven't figured that out yet. Yeah. But I want you there. Yeah. He said for the first year, he's like, put me on the payroll for $48,000. Just giving me the bread until I find a role for you. Yeah. This is just for you being solid to me.
Because that's all people want.
And that's exactly why I stand behind treating famous people like they regular people. It's too many other niggas grouped out over them. I'm like, bro, if I see you,
stuff,
I'm like, bro, if you want to.
I ain't gonna I'm around them all the time, but it's just like, to me, they just ball players. That's all they want.
Like, bro, you who?
That's it. I can't even deny that part. It's just, they like the fact that to not be this guy that you falling over. They don't want that.
Because don't nobody want that shit.
They got enough of it. But if you're able to play spades with it, for example, the bubble. Where was Joe at?
God damn, Joe.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I can't talk about it, but it's just, I was there. That was another moment.
I gotta piggyback off the last question, because you said you really didn't know what that what was your best experience besides Ronald. Who has been that person you've met and you're just like, that's that nigga in front of me, even though you still kept it cool? It's just like, damn, that's so and so.
Oh, BB King.
Woo!
Mr. The Thrill is gone. Was Lucille with him?
Yes, he was.
I'm like, can I
And the
hold?
only
Can I
reason,
hold
once
it?
again, my father got Casablanca.
Yeah.
He got the best snoop. My father done won championships off of barbecue. That's what he do. That man came to my father's spot just to get his snoop, and then has Lucille with him and said, "Man, why not? I play a song."
Oh.
And then I'm sitting next to him, and I'm doing this.
How old are you?
I was 8.
Oh.
I was 8 years old. And next thing you know,
and you lived the Cosby Kid life.
Yeah, bro. They called us the Cosby Kids. Not to be funny, and we didn't live in no big huge house. We lived in Genesis.
But see, you know, when you think about the Cosby Kids, like if you looked at their real, like this whole kind of lifestyle that
Bro, they lived in a normal New York house. They was just
a
great black
Dizzy
family.
Gillespie at your house, and they oh, that's your granddaddy's friend, or BB King, that's so and so. Like them kids on that show, even as actors, were still meeting straight celebrities. Stevie Wonder.
There you go. The fact that he was singing The Thrill Is Gone, right? And he trying to wipe his hand, he's still playing Lucille. He's still playing it. Next thing you know, I'm over there as a kid. I know this song. You know, we all do this song as a kid. Yeah. And he said, "Come on, young man, sing it." And he just looking at me. He going, he's just looking. And he just looking at my daddy like, "For real?
This you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that my boy.
And that's
my boy. That's dope, man.
And I just was like, I'm sitting there looking like, damn, you did this with what's my man on Bud?
Yeah.
Like, damn, I just lived out Bud like just for 1 second.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If you don't have a book in the next 2 years,
I was just saying, you need an audio podcast or something.
You need a book. You need an audio book. You need, because I'm telling you, Joe of All Trades is the title of the book. Because bro,
nigga, I did it all.
Hey, and the fact that like you can have all these stories, bro, and just be like, hey, this was my life.
Oh, my wife get tired of it. She just be like, dog, like, I don't know. She look at my family and be like, y'all really did like kill it. And I'm like, baby, you killed it too. Jesse Jackson is your cousin. God damn. The Reverend? Yes.
Is she from Chicago?
She from Kankakee, Illinois.
Close by.
So and then next you know, I'm just like, you do realize your uncle was the man that did what's the bus? The bus. When they
during the bus.
No, not the bus. What was that? When the bus got bombed.
Oh,
yeah. Her great uncle is the guy. Oh my God, I can't get his name out right now. But yeah, like he was like the head man over it all. I'm just like, yo, life was amazing.
Some rich history,
man.
In y'all household right there.
Man, listen.
I bet them kids be like, hey, don't tell us one more story.
No. Going down to the doggone what's that? That African American History Museum.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my son like, no, it's your great uncle. And they just looking at it. He got a picture of him on the wall. Got the whole thing. I'm just looking like, y'all don't understand. These kids don't get it.
But to be a kid and be able to take in that museum, because if you've never been to DC and been to that museum, bro, that is an emotional.
Reverend Cox, that was his name.
Oh yeah,
Reverend Cox. That's our uncle.
You talking about? Bro, have you ever been to DC for that?
I haven't.
6 floors.
Beautiful.
It's 6 floors. The bottom 3 floors, you get on the elevator. You get on the elevator. First thing you see in the elevator, it says 2008. Then the elevator starts going down, and the years go down. When you get to the bottom, the elevator says 1619. When you get off, it is our ancestors' experience.
You feel every piece of
it. Oh man, they found that the relics and all the stuff they have in there literally will take you through every up, down. They have Emmett Till's original casket.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm got a chance to see that. I'm
not Zoom.
Like that's the one part of the whole museum that you can't have photography in.
I met his mama.
And you
before she passed. So being from Chicago, I'm from Aurora, Illinois, and you know he's from Chicago. Yeah. We have a big theater in Aurora called the Paramount. Yeah. And it's like they historic there, like do all types of plays. Every year they did an Emmett Till play. And so as I was a little kid, one year I went to San Fran. Me, see, Mamie Till. I got to shake her hand like it was like I got to meet Barack before he became the president. coming to our church as a senator.
Mm.
So I seen the girls when they was 3 and like 5.
Yeah,
met his wife, and it was like, I didn't know, and they made a whole church go past him, shake his hand. I didn't know at that age I was shaking the first black president's hand.
Come on, bro.
Like, the shit is crazy when you like.
Oh, he walked in on me doing a photo shoot at one of the art lofts down there, and he was just, oh man, I like to see black men doing great things up, and I'm just like, oh man, I appreciate you,
nigga.
And I'm like,
oh, mama, what?
Right, and he wasn't even the president yet. I'm just sitting there like, dude, yeah, so I will be voting for you on November 2nd.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I met him when I was like under 10.
Yeah.
And then just to know my first time being legally able to vote was for him.
Man,
I was there. He was in Chicago. I was there when he won. Like downtown Chicago, he did his acceptance speech at Grants Park. Yeah. You had to have tickets, these free tickets
just
to get up in there.
Park, right?
But so I didn't get to that part. But
just being around,
we was outside. I'm like, bro, like we all went got fucked up at the dorms, caught the train. They had to shut down the train lines at one point. It was so hard to get out of there.
Oh, man, the hill wasn't moving that day.
Like, bro, it was. We knew how this was gonna go. One of two ways was gonna happen. He win, we was finna turn up. He lose, we was finna set this bitch up. We knew Michigan Avenue was finna go bad if he didn't win. Just because niggas is gonna do what niggas do. Because we already plotted. I'm like, shit, Nike down the street.
Right.
I'm finna go down the street a little bit to Nike if they finna turn up. He won, bro. That was my first time. It was the coolest, and I know it's pictures everywhere. Yeah. My first time ever seeing police take 10 horses, all walk them in a straight line, and turn them in a U-turn perfectly to hold the street. I was like, bro, this is some shit you see in the fucking history book. It was like, bro, I was so scared of that. That motherfucker was so big. They all just, the first horse who leading him stayed in this right spot. Everybody stayed in that line. No horse got out of place until they got back perfectly in a straight line on the opposite side of the street to clear out the street. I was on MTV News in like London. Like, it was so many cameras out there. We just jumping in front of them. I'm looking at them. I'm like, damn, that's like MTV. That's like MTV London. That's like MTV Europe. Like, bro, we was just talking. We like, I know I'm on somebody TV, and them motherfucker like, yeah, motherfucker, we got Barack on. Bro, I was talking crazy. I'm like, it's a black president, nigga. We out here. Like, bro, that shit was crazy.
See, but that's some gem moments that we get in life, man. I appreciate everything. That's why I promise you, at 43, bro, I look amazing.
You lived a life of
But the fact is, you still got more. You still got. We all still got this thing. As long as we keep rolling around.
Man, this shit just made.
Hey man, it's 3 hours. I'm gonna get ready to. One last question.
Yes, sir.
Where can our listeners and viewers find everything JLR, man?
First of all, Instagram, JLR Photo Design. That's just photography. That's videography. Now we're gonna go over here to JLR Music STL, and then we're gonna go over here to Black Love Music. BLACLUV. That's on Instagram, and I promise you ain't missing out on that. You need to go listen because it's real music. It's for the soul. And the crazy part about it is, Black Love was literally actually created because we wanted to give the story of true Black love.
It's needed.
We did a woman. Shout out to Miss Chris. Shout out to our producer. Let me say them all because next time I want to get slapped up. James Doherty, aka Cambrook Music. Let's see, Kellen Goodwin, Teddy V Productions, DJ Reminisce. I'm sorry, Tyrone Day, aka DJ Reminisce, Joe Jennings. It's a lot of us. Anyway, and then also Rashad Whittier. So when I sit here and tell you, we back R&B. But the whole thing is, we are a crew of we just wanted to create some beautiful. That's all. But yeah, that's all my platforms. Also, you can find me if you need my services, jlrphotodesign.com. I don't miss. Like Breeze always say, my shooter don't miss.
Hey, bro. We got to do one last thing though before we get y'all up.
Hit them with them past.
You know, one of our favorite songs is Pecos Kid.
Bang.
It's the rapid fire time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Study long, study wrong, like a good game of spades.
Yes, sir.
You went to college. You are a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Oh, wow. You know, so you know all about spades.
Yes, sir.
Study long, study wrong. Favorite artist of all time?
Hold on. Bill Withers.
I listen to him every morning.
Yes,
Lovely
sir.
Day is what wakes me up in the morning.
Oh man, I listen to all of them.
Dream Vacation.
Ready to go to Africa.
Favorite album of all time.
Song to the Key of Life. And Coming From Where I'm From by Anthony.
Hey, an amazing fucking album.
I Float is my song. And Lucille is my song.
Come on, hey.
A lot of people sleep on that.
First of all, if you've been through a breakup, you feel every piece of that song.
Hey, as a man, it ain't too many breakup songs that allow you to be like, shit. Lucille?
Right.
That song, you be like, hey.
What that boy say? You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Now I'm sitting at the top of the hill. Now my heart is broken and I'm all alone, and I don't know what to feel since you've been gone away.
Oh man,
that nigga Anthony start off every song perfectly.
Man,
hey,
he's because the intro to fucking just him starting Charlene is one of my favorite songs. I was like, damn, nigga.
Boy,
Charlene
that's
was
my intro song to myself. I be giving. That's what
look,
I like if I do like karaoke. I always
look, man. Charlene was hungry. That's why she left. That nigga wasn't in there feeding her.
Hey, now I'm gonna tell you the best song on that album. Though,
yes, sir.
I'm a Mess.
Hold on.
I'm a Mess. Have you heard that song?
I feel like I have.
I'm a mess right now.
My man,
oh yeah, I have.
I can't eat, can't sleep. Bills are piling high. I ain't worked in 2 weeks.
Man.
God damn.
Sir, I've been there and I understand.
And we all have. Wait a minute, but if you're gonna say that one, I tried this too.
Oh yeah.
That,
Y'all, wait, look, it's gonna be so much music I listen to.
Y'all finna have Anthony Hamilton's finna get spin on the way home.
That's exactly what
I'm gonna do his thing,
That's
man.
my dream collabo. Him and Eric Roberson.
Well, hey, you just
I
took
can
the
hear
next
it.
question.
I can hear it.
Dream collab.
Eric Roberson, Anthony Hamilton, and I say Jill Scott.
I can't have no collab.
I can't have
If
just.
I have a collab
You know
with
what?
Jill, it ain't gonna have nothing to do with that music. I'm gonna be the mic
Oh my God.
to Jill's stand.
Wait, when Chadwick told her in the get on up, I was just like, she was like, come on, get me. I was like, I will. I'll climb through the screen right
Girl,
now.
I'd have got you that big Sheila.
Give me then.
I would have got that Sheila. She'd have got cracked that Sheila. So don't think I don't get you while you slim trimming like a bicycle rim.
When I had my hair.
Yeah.
When I was shooting, I think I did something for St. Louis.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Hey, my man had full locks.
Oh my God. To hear. It was too much. Anyway, she was literally, I'm taking pictures. We up there at the back of the pageant. Why is this girl coming over playing in my hair?
Oh.
I said, first of all, woman. Lizelle is right there.
Lizelle.
He gonna get something taken away from him.
I'm gonna give her the F sharp.
Listen,
it's E flat.
Shit. I would have looked over and whispered,
I'm sorry, Playboy.
Jillian.
It's going down.
Jillian, if you don't think I won't lick you from the rooter to the tutor in this motherfucker.
Your hair is so pretty. I said, first of all,
it's better when I'm naked. I would have said something to make her leave me alone. I gotta say the most off the wall shit because at this point I'm harder than Chinese arithmetic, and you keep touching on me, ma'am. I'm like, ma'am, I'm harder than a stuttering kid trying to get out that first sentence. I need you to back the fuck up off me, Jillian. I would have got some off the fact that I would have been cracking jokes like that. She like, boy, quit playing.
I was containing myself, and I'm just holding that camera like.
It's so hard to be professional.
No, because I'd have just started rubbing on her fro. I'm like, we could do this. Where you staying at tonight?
Your favorite food?
Sushi. I'm a sushi man.
Last one. If you had one wish, what would it be?
I want Ukraine to stop. I want all this war stuff to end.
Man,
I wanted to. Babies dying.
Yeah.
I literally just watched 2 babies get pulled out of a rubble. Damn money, because first of all, and this came from a Masonic brother that said this. He said, if you lose your money, you ain't lose nothing. If you lose your health, you lost something. If you lose your character, you lose everything.
Everything.
And I don't give a damn about the money. Trust me, the money gonna come. As long as you got the talent. I want them babies to stop going what they're going through them people. That's what I want. I'm never been for war, and I just want war. I want Okay, peace on earth. There it is.
I ain't for war for the simple fact that we always feel the need to come fix other people's fuck ups. We got so many fucked up shit here. Niggas is asleep. Y'all want to take away from where homeless people could just post up outside, but you want to keep giving billions and billions and billions of dollars to a country that wouldn't give us a motherfucking dollar in the same situation. And you niggas out here, you can fix your whole economy by canceling student loans or paying that shit off. Because I'm like, clearly it's easily done because y'all shelling out the amount of money I'm pretty sure y'all gave them could have covered this shit in maybe 1 or 2 payments. I'm like, bro, stop fucking playing. Y'all would prefer us to be. They prefer us to need them.
The system has to stay broke.
For it to work for them. That's why I tell people the system ain't broke. It worked for who it's designed for.
I tell my students all the time. You know, the one class that is not given and not required for high schools to graduate, economics. Come on, bro. Because if we actually taught real economics, if we actually taught them how the system works financially,
truly works,
we would have had an uproar in this country years ago because they would have realized we control the system. Because we think about it. There are schools that say, hey, you know what? We got to keep this school low because we got to have somebody to work at the gas station.
Facts.
If everybody goes to college and gets a degree, then what happens to the degree?
We need a nigga flipping burgers.
Just like, think about it. When we was growing up, all you needed was a bachelor's degree.
Bro.
Bachelor's degree and shit now. You need a master's. And you need masters. You need masters. You need a damn doctor.
All that good stuff. So certificates and all that.
They don't understand. If we really broke down economics, think about it. That's what happened in college sports. Somebody broke down some economics and was like, hey, if y'all keep going, these kids is gonna stop playing. Kids got smart. I ain't playing in your bowl game. I ain't playing in this.
I'm gonna play 1 year and I'm back. Guess what? I'm out. See that NBA over there? They about to give me $5 million.
Exactly. Shit, now I don't even need to come to your college, nigga. I can go overseas, get to this little bag right quick, do 1 year, or go to one of these academy schools. Fuck high school. I can leave, go to academy school, hoop, and then go to the league.
Facts.
I always thought the dumbest thing they ever did was get rid of. I'm like, instead of getting rid of letting them come straight out of high school, why not set up programs in the league that they have to mandatorily pass like a class as far as finances? I need you to get an A in this finance base class for us.
And you can't play until you do it. That hurts your money.
At that point, niggas gonna get real smart and figure that shit out, man.
Right,
That nigga won't stop eating and stop fucking bad BBL porn stars, nigga, and let them ruin your life. Like like he tweaking. I'm like, nigga, you got too much money. Like you got too much money for niggas have to tell you to stay in shape. He got a good 5 more years before he fizzle his way up out the league at the rate he going.
Something amazing the other day. They said he need to go talk to Charles Barkley.
He do.
Yeah. Because that's what happened to Charles. They told him, hey, bro, you 305. At 6'6", come on, bro.
Charles was eating. Charles Barkley was eating.
Oliver Miller stuff from back in the day work.
That nigga Charles Barkley was eating motherfucking pizzas whole pizzas after every game type shit. I was like, bro, no, y'all, it ain't too many tractor trailer. Robert Trailers finna come in the league that fucking big, and that shit didn't work for him too long. He lasted maybe a good 10 years.
Bro,
you gotta spend the block.
We gotta spend the block on
it.
You got to.
Because you gave us 3
Some told me to get a Red Bull before I came today, and I did.
And I know y'all gotta go to work in the morning because I gotta go edit some video.
But you know the crazy part is, I go to sleep at 12:01 and get up at 5:15.
Every night.
5:45 for work because I do before care and all that at school. I like it because the videos and all the stuff I shoot, I get paid to sit at charge shop and edit them.
Hey,
and get free healthcare.
I've been teaching 20 years. Y'all know this the end of the semester. My kids doing finals. I'm gonna sit there and look at them, and they're gonna look at me, and I'm just like, I ain't.
And look, all the teachers is
My
at school. All the
time
teachers is coming to school because we out next week.
Yep.
So I got the greatest time is building sub.
What's tomorrow?
That's all y'all about to do.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Shit, y'all, we watching Crooklyn tomorrow.
Bro, look, I go in my office. I go in my in-school office. My light is automated, so I leave it on till it go out. They don't know I'll be in there until I leave out there. I'll be in there motherfucker watching podcasts, doing editing videos, all type of shit. I'm like, but when y'all call me, I'll do what y'all need me to do, and I go right back to my room. But man, make sure y'all tap in. Now, who y'all popping up next week?
Is that?
It's the young lady.
Oh my God, we got a solid, beautiful Black businesswoman owner. That's a whole bunch of shit that probably didn't come out right. But Shout out to my homegirl Aaliyah from Pretty in Paint coming through. I've actually had this woman come in my house. I'm gonna tell the story of that experience next week.
I heard the story.
This woman's painted my house, and shout out to my wife for finding her, and she has been a family friend since. So we're gonna have her come in and drop some knowledge, man. That's a well-versed, educated woman right there. She's gonna come and drop some knowledge for us.
Big facts, man. I hope y'all been tapped in. This was an amazing episode, man. It's rare.
I'm gonna have to listen to this one.
It's rare we do a 3-piece. This is only the second 3-piece we've done, and the other one came with 100 episodes. No, this was a good one. This was needed. This was needed. I've only yawned once. Usually I'll be in here, but the hour mark, I don't get off until 6:18. Then I come. My school 5 minutes from here, so I'll come straight here, being here for hours, chilling.
If I would have told an MMA fight stories, you'd be laughing your ass off.
Oh, I'm already knowing.
Just know we gotta run. We run.
It's only been one other person we done did a quick run back. Yeah. So we bring you back in 2024 real quick, man. As always, I'm your boy Nico the Great. Get fucking goddamn night, man.
I gotta use bathroom.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking with us for this 3 hours, man. Fire ass show, man. We've been doing it up, man. I had a great time. I am tired. Gonna take my black ass. I don't even want nothing to eat for dinner. I'm gonna go home and go straight to sleep and call it a night, man. As always, I'm happy to be back on the page. Facebook finally let a real nigga go live again. So make sure y'all tune in next week. We're gonna do it up again. As always.